Hey chat, how's it going? Good to see you all. Welcome to a special Friday GBG stream. Special for one very special reason. We have a guest with us today who I'll be introducing in just a few minutes. But before we do, let's let the last few stragglers arrive and I will do some hellos while they are doing that. Who's here? Who has made their way across the desert plains, across the Rocky Mountains, through deep streams and white waters to be here? I don't know. Let me scroll up chat. I'm just delaying because I can't find my chat window. I see red with an exclamation mark. Mima, someone, Mercury, Lithy Bell, someone again, Mr. O, Movies XP, Chalupa, Saved, Your Mum, Curb, Bori, Bale, The Fun One, welcome to the stream. Did I already say hi to Mercury? Hey Mercury. How are you all doing? Are you excited for today's stream? I know I am. I'm also very excited for the potential to actually get some real work done on My Polter-Guy today. So if you don't know, today's stream is going to be all about working on the My Polter-Guy update, the 2.0 update. I've been working on this for a while now, as many of you will know, although I started back up on this in earnest last dev stream after a long hiatus, and you know, I've called in a professional. Let me just switch over to the Switch before we do anything else, so I don't forget. Hey, look, it's me. Face reveal. I wonder why am I PNG tubing on today? Why could that be? Well, I think I've delayed long enough. It is probably time that we said hello to the coolest bunny on YouTube. Voxy, are you here?
Hey.
Voxy!
Hey everyone!
Hello!
Hello!
Thank you so much for joining me today. Chat, can we get some big hellos for Voxy in chat? I'm seeing them coming in.
Yeah, me too.
Voxy, how's your day been?
It's been great. I've been very excited for this, and I still am. I'm bouncing in my seat right now. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this evening all day long.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is really a dream. When it comes to GBG, your creations are some of my favorite out there.
Thank you. Ooh.
Someone unknown sent a $5 super chat.
Uh-huh.
Disappointed Funko Yoda wasn't in the countdown.
Oh.
Dojo,
Someone. Now, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I'm gonna have to be that guy, and I'm gonna have to correct you. I think you weren't paying close enough attention with that big old angel eye. Someone, I think he may have made a little sneaky appearance. Thank you so much, someone, for the $5 super chat and for your support of the channel. Hopefully, we don't see any more Funko Yoda. Voxy, sorry, I was saying hello, and
Hello.
yeah, I think your GBG and LABO work is incredible. I mean, you're all-round cool guy, so it is such
Thank
a
you.
treat to have you. Are you prepared to try and teach an old dog some new tricks in GBG today?
Well, I'll certainly do my best. Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm just like incredibly excited. It's really just kicking in right now.
Joe sent a $2 super chat. I've never gotten more excited over some PNG's open mouth.
I don't know whether that came through for you, Voxy, but Chalupa Joe.
Yeah, I can hear it. So,
Yeah, nice. Chalupa Joe sent in a $2 super chat saying, I've never gotten more excited over some PNGs. These are not just any PNGs. These are PNGs you know, Chalupa. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. All right, Voxy, let's open up Polter-Guy, and I think we can maybe talk about some of the things that we should attempt today.
All right, I'm ready. All set.
Oh yeah, we got the wiggling working.
Mm-hmm.
I'd forgotten. Yeah. I've not booted this since last dev stream. As some people will know, I went through and did the remaining Alice's checkpoints with a lot of help from chat. So I'm hoping I can pull in some of that knowledge here as well. Okay, I'm going to boot the game, but I'm not going to really play. I've got my paper from last time here, and here's the notes that I made for both you, Voxy, and for chat. Top priority, getting the sprite logic for the guard reworked. So as you can probably see right now on the screen, when I turn around, we got the nice little visual tell. We had the visual, or we had the audio tell before, but we got the visual tell in there too. One problem that has arisen is the return of the dreaded sprite flickering. Now, Disco confirmed last time that it was fixable with a bit of a tweak to the system that we had. The main reason it was happening was because multiple sprites were displaying at once.
Mr. Observador sent a $2.19 super chat. It's the bun. Underscore dojo excite.
Oh no, it's gonna read all of them.
Dojo excite dom. Underscore dojo excite dom.
Mr. O, thank you very much for your super chat. It is the bun. Everyone's favorite bun. Underscore dojo excite dom. Thank you very much for your support. I'm so glad to see so many people excited for a collab stream here. It has been, it's been a high priority for a long time, so I'm so glad it's happening today. So Disco pointed out that it was to do with the fact that the sprites were displaying simultaneously, as did others in chat. We looked at Disco's kind of example of how that could be resolved, but if I'm remembering correctly, Voxy, you pointed out that maybe we're getting to the stage where we could sort of refactor that whole logic, as you might call it. So that feels like top priority for me. I'm going to just very quickly read off the other things that I noted down as things that are kind of lower down the to-do list. So adding a proper win state that stops the guard logic, because right now when you win the game, the guard continues to look around, except you just don't get caught. Having a little transition between the cleaning sprites and the hide sprite, just a little kind of dash, not animation, but a frame that hopefully together will build up to be an animation. And lastly, it was pointed out last time that the purple timer doesn't start counting correctly, and I'm actually not sure what that entails currently. I was hoping that, I think it was Bori in chat, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, that pointed out that the timer wasn't working, so I was hoping we'd get a bit more info on that if we get round to that, but that's kind of low down the list today.
Okay.
Yeah, so how does that sound? Does do at least one or two of those seem doable, do you reckon? Where would you like to start?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess we could start with the animation system, because that's the kind of only thing I've been able to make some progress on my time.
Yeah. All right.
Although I did notice that it actually didn't fix the flickering issue.
Okay. So that might be something that can be addressed with the timings of the new system, or I mean, we can probably figure something out. We'll figure it out as we go. Apologies for the delicious spaghetti we have here. I may need to kind of work down in a clear area, and then we'll squidge it in and find a spot for it when we actually hook it up into the system. Yeah. So you reckon in markers and bullseyes?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because, like, you said you wanted the kitchen to have a different guard. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I assume the actual like object for the guard is the same in both. Because, like, it's the scenery that's moving around rather than just having like two guards in each room or something.
Correct. Yeah. So
Okay.
we have two different environments. We have the bedroom and we have the kitchen, and the logic is running simultaneously for both those environments at the same time, but the actual kind of viewport of the game is shifting.
Someone unknown sent a $2 super chat. Your differing accents give my brain a workout kiss and smile.
The fact that the text-to-speech lady read the emoji made that message feel even maybe different to as was intended. Someone, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Our differing accents is giving someone's brain a workout kiss and smile. I have made a bullseye. I'm feeling pretty big brain right now. Look at this. I know how to use bullseyes for sure.
Excellent.
I do have a system up here, so actually I thought maybe I could just copy the settings of these. I don't really know whether it will be needed. But...
Yeah, you'll probably want to do that.
Nice.
At least the way I've set it up. Yeah, you'll probably need those settings.
Is there a code that you wanted to show off, or do you reckon you want to kind of reconstruct it here?
I mean, it's up to you, really. It's just that there's a lot of spaghetti, so
yeah,
it's a bit difficult to just wire everything up. But I mean, I can just try and walk you through what I did.
Okay,
it's totally fine.
Let's give it a go. I think if we do it in isolation down here, we'll be
probably
will be good.
Probably be easier that way.
Before I forget, I'm gonna put some tunes on.
Oh yeah.
Because there is sadly no programming music, so we're gonna have to provide our own.
Yep.
This should be the correct volume. Let me just double check. Oh, this track takes a while to come in to full volume, so there we go. How's that sounding for you, Voxy? I don't want it to drown me out. It looks like it's okay going through to stream.
Yeah, I can still hear you just fine.
Okay. Beautiful. We are good to go. All cylinders firing. I'm ready for some serious Nodonology. I always forget, is that what you referred to at that time on stream?
Yeah.
The science of Nodon.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
A very serious discipline.
Yes. And you were saying you mail ordered your degree, right?
We don't talk about that.
Oh, sorry. That was an off mic thing?
I'm actually not authorized to be a teacher anymore, so I started a much more lucrative 12-step coaching on TikTok.
Oh, nice! It's more of like it's a username now. The professor handle is.
I'm Coach Voxy now.
Nice.
And you can consider this a little freebie for you.
Mm-hmm. Get a little taste of what I could be doing in GBG before I have to pay. Mercury in chat says non-practicing nodonologist. All right, I'm really doing some hard work here. I have copy and pasted these two windows. Yep.
Okay, so I should probably give you like the size of it. So you want it to be like 2 squares vertically and 3 squares horizontally. So just kind of line it up with the grid and
one more down. Oh no. There we go. Okay, and then 3 across, did you say?
Yep.
Just 3 squares, is that all?
Yeah, because there are like 3 states in total. Like there's the kind of neutral pose. There's the little warning, and then the pose when the guard turns around.
But it's so,
But you know,
it's so baby.
yeah, I mean, you can make them like the bigger grid squares if you want.
Oh yeah, true.
So like, you know, take the default size of the marker and just kind of work off that.
Yeah. All right. Shall do.
I'm already seeing the next super chat.
Curb sent a $2.04 super chat. H.
Ooh, very nice enunciation on the H there from text-to-speech lady. H.
Hey,
H. Curb, thank you very much for the €2 super chat. You know what? Can we get some cool gamers for all of the super chats so far up in chat? I realized I didn't say that earlier. Curb, thank you for your support.
should go Joy-Con mode. There we go.
Ooh, yes. Now you're ready.
Take your time.
Is that the height?
Yep.
Like that?
Just one. Like it's only 1.5 squares right now.
Yeah.
Just there we go.
Nice.
Nice. And now we just want to go into the settings of the 2D marker and just make the size 0.5, and that should be all good.
Yep.
That's correct. Yep, there we go.
Nice. Look at that.
So do you remember how 2D markers work?
Yeah. So something that I not only remember, if I'm remembering correctly, but learnt for the first time last time is that when they, I mean, it's obvious here, but I'd never really considered it. When they don't receive an input, they start in the bottom left corner, not in the top, or not in the top left, which for some reason I'd assumed they had. And when the, what would it be? When the Y here gets an input, it will shift it up here, right? And if the X,
Exactly.
it will shift it somewhere along the 3 zones we have here.
That's right. And so, yeah, basically, I think you might have guessed already, but the zone on the left will be the default sprite. The one in the middle will be the kind of warning state. And then the one on the right will be when the guard turns around. And that's going to be our system.
And am I correct in thinking that for the kitchen, we will go up here, or is that not necessary? Could we just output from the single set here?
So we will need to have like the different states, because the other sprites, those will be a different set of textures. So we need to be able to choose between one or the other.
Right.
So it's exactly like with the Polter-Guy sprite, where you have the kind of hiding state, or the kind of scared state when you get caught. That's the exact same logic.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay.
Yep. Also, Renz is asking me if I use Joy-Cons like on the screen, or if I am a Pro Controller kind of guy. I will say this: I am a Pro Controller gang guy. Although right now I'm just holding my Switch in my hands because it's easier that way. But yeah, you know my secrets now, Renz.
I noticed your, if I'm not mistaken, your little guy has the sort of like bumpers on the side of the Joy-Con, or is that just the rail I'm seeing there?
It's just a rail.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that would be a bigger revelation, I think, than the Pro Controller, that you're like separated Joy-Cons plus bumper at all times.
I just thought it looked cute that way.
Yeah, definitely. Sue in chat asks me to make a garden stage. No plans right now to expand beyond kitchen and bedroom, but I suppose with systems like this, the range or the ease with which we could expand upon that is great. So no guarantee we wouldn't do that down the line, but for today we're going to be getting the core things set up and working nicely.
Yep.
Shall I grab these sprites for now, Voxy, or we want to hook up to those once we get to that stage?
we are going to be kind of reusing some of the existing logic there, mainly the counter, because that's kind of the timer that we have. It's already working just fine. We don't really need to make a new one. So we'll just need to hook everything up to that.
Got it.
I did have to remove a few things, of course, but I'll let you know what you will have to do.
Okay.
So I don't know if you'd like to just grab all of that and put it down there, or if you.
Yeah, I mean, we may as
Whichever
well, because it's not. I mean, there's not a huge amount going on up here. It's just a knot and those textures. So we may as well pull it down here. We can still see all the connections that exist. And then as we go along, if like more of this needs to come down, I'll just kind of adjust as we go. These are just the ones that are placing it into space. Yeah, just those.
Okay. So
That's
I guess
not
we
even
can
being
just.
used. It's just
Yeah, that's just to keep us company.
yeah. I can line it up next to
Yeah.
me. That's coming.
Oh,
through.
this tune is pretty nice.
I know.
I
Majibba.
just noticed we don't have the names of it.
Oh yeah, hang on. Bam! Look at this. I've
Hey.
got everything going on.
Yeah. We can't even see the bottom half of the screen anymore.
It's gonna turn into one of those streams where there's just like more integrations, like previous subscriber, previous super chatter, top replays, and there'll just be like a tiny little square for GBG in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll need to take a look at the counter with the A and B inputs in it. It's it's over here.
I believe it's this one. Let's double check.
No, that's the timer.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so
That was a very diplomatic answer. I'm pretty sure this is the counter.
no. Okay, so from what I understand, so A and B have kind of like randomizers. So they give the counter right next to them kind of the initial value, so that the wait time between when the gun turns around is randomized. And then it does a few checks. So it checks for when it's reached 30, at which point it will kind of warn you, and then when it hits 0, it will start all the process to turn around the guard. And all of that we can just do with markers. So what you can do is get rid of the knot and the trigger.
Ooh,
no,
these ones here. Should I make a duplicate of this before we proceed?
You may if you
Just
want.
in case.
Just in case.
I mean, I feel
Probably
like I'm in
want-
safe hands, but I know my ability to break things, so...
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, let's just rename this to... I mean, it's going to be 8, but let's just call it 7-1 for now. Here we go.
Yeah. Leaf Bell says you're in safe paws, Tom.
That's right. This trigger.
Yep. We can get rid of those.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And we can also delete the 2 comparisons that are just over there. Yep. And the 30 constant.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what appropriate
so-
track while we're refactoring the guard animation. We've got
So now
the,
we'll need just a couple of things. We'll need a map Nodon.
Okay.
Chalupa's worst nightmare, as I understand.
Chalupa's sweating furiously in front of their computer right now.
Yeah.
We got map.
So the reason we do that is because the 2D marker, the X and Y inputs on it, they only accept values between 0 and 1. And obviously our counter is like much higher than that.
Yeah.
So we will need to do a bit of conversion. And I shall give you all the values. So the input range is from 0 to 60.
Okay.
All good. Output range, just leave it as is, and enable the arrow, like double arrow button.
Has this got an official name? What is this referred to as?
I don't think this. I think this is just like a reverse switch, basically.
Yeah, yeah. They even just call it double arrow down here.
Because, if we just because we said the kind of default state is on the left, and that would be this. Wait. Oh, I'm getting confused. Hold on.
I shifted this from -1 previously. Because it starts off as -1 to 1, right?
I'll be right back. Just 1 sec. Sorry.
Okay. Nodon says, wait, the arrow does stuff? Oh yeah. It has huge potential. It would be nice if just random Nodon had like little buttons that weren't connected to anything. Mr. O says, I call it either inverted or reverse. Yeah, I think I call it inversion? Yeah, I don't really know. Mr. Noob says, please play Battle of Insults again. I love it. I know, Mr. Noob. It's such a good track. In case anyone doesn't know, it's one of the tracks from Jib Ribbon, which is a PS2 spin-off from Vib Ribbon. I'm sure it will come up again, Mr. Noob. The way that I've got my playlist set up, it's kind of hard to shuffle through tracks, or skip through tracks. So keep your eyes peeled, and I'm sure we'll get it once more. Alright, let me close out of this for the moment. I will try not to break anything while Voxy's gone. Maybe I'll try and tidy this up a little bit while we're waiting. Mr. Rose says, wait, doesn't the Nodopedia say what the double arrow is called? Oh, let's find out. See if we can get a canon name here. I wish you could scroll through the Nodopedia with the mouse wheel. But you cannot. No, it just calls it arrow symbol. Some random gaming channel says, Dom, how dare you not follow what your teacher tells you, huh? I know, the teachers left the class and immediately people have started throwing paper airplanes around. Yeah, I think that's all we get. Just arrow sign. So let me just kind of make this game over text look a little nicer. I'll end up importing this texture with the Arduino anyway, I'm sure, but I'm scared to touch anything right now, lest we create a mess for Voxy. Oh yeah, immediately drawing it exactly the same. Now we're cooking. How's everyone's day been? Chat, have you done anything exciting today? Have you done anything tough and feeling really good about getting it done? Maybe you've taken it easy. Been on a well-deserved break from things. Ballot made an omelette. Nice. Oh, I do love a good omelette. Almost as much as I love a good egg hunt. I mean, what better to do with an egg than make an omelette after you have located it? After some kind of magic fairy has gone around the garden and hidden all the eggs, you gotta make an omelette. Gotta find a few eggs to make an omelette, as the old saying goes. What is this tune? Oh, I don't recognize this. Is it the credit sequence? Interesting. From Namco Museum Volume 3. Not just any credit sequence. Hey, the fun one, please don't spam the same message in chat. Even if I don't read it out, I'm pretty good at catching all of the messages, so no need to resend it. Some random gaming channel sat on their couch. Oh, living the dream. Mercury says, hopefully it wasn't the ear fairy. The ear fairy's too busy doing ear-based activities to bother hiding any eggs. The ear fairy is only going to get involved if the egg has been dispatched to a local ear. Go over. That's definitely too wide. Let's do those
Hey
arches
again.
here. Hey, welcome back.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call.
That's okay. I've been doing what I do best, which is not programming. In the meantime, I've basically just redrawn the exact same lettering that was here before. Perhaps even worse, but it was fun. We were chatting about hiding eggs and making omelets. Lithy Bell says, I simply adore GBG sound effects. The sound effect work is so good. I think it's something that is very often overlooked in all games, but especially when a lot of the sound effects here are just like user interface stuff. But it does make using like every tool so satisfying. Another great game for that is WarioWare DIY. The sound work in WarioWare DIY is fantastic, especially for saying they did it on a DS.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. If
Okay.
you are.
Yep.
Here we go. So I will bring back the map icon.
Mm-hmm.
Or map settings,
Yeah.
I should
So
say.
the map should be just set just right.
Nice. Okie doke.
Okay. So yeah, you can plug it into the export.
All right. And we've
Oh
already
wait,
got
no,
the-
we need one thing in between.
Mhm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We just need a digitized Nodon.
Ooh. All right. Bring out the ones
Convert.
and zeros. Where?
Yep.
Is it logic? No, convert.
Nice and convert. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
And in the settings, you set it to 3 steps.
3 steps. So,
Stages.
so this kind of chunks the output or the input into this up into like a more or a less granular output. Is that right?
Yeah, it basically just rounds everything to a kind of certain number of steps. So
yeah.
so like 'cause, you know, you have between 1 and 0 there are lots of numbers, and this would make the circle just move very smoothly to the right, and because of that it will basically trigger multiple bullseyes at once, which we don't really want. So using a digitize, we can break that down into like 3 very sharp steps, and that way the circle will just jump to each square.
Nice. That is a very handy and clear explanation. I suppose I'd never really considered the fact that the output from a map will still be essentially analog, if you were going to use that terminology. Nice. Okie doke. So we got a real tidy little macro Nodon system here.
Yeah, now you just want to plug the counter I told you about before into the map Nodon.
Ah, yes. This one.
Yep.
That's definitely not a timer this time.
I mean, technically it is a timer, but
All right, so it is now going into the map.
Yep.
And I think if I press A couple of times, we should probably see some... Oh, I got caught immediately. Hang on.
I think it's because we didn't plug all the logic just yet.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
That's okay. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we'll probably just plug the last marker into its destination, so you can maybe test it out if you want.
This one here?
Yeah, you want to go over where the rest of the old logic was that we just removed.
This way?
And yep, and you should see. Oh, did we remove it? Can you zoom in a bit?
Yeah, of course, sorry.
Yeah. I think we might have removed it. Maybe. Do you remember the trigger from zero?
Oh, yeah.
We probably might need it back.
Yeah, it was sort of here, I think.
And that goes into the count up on the counter that's right besides it.
Mm-hmm.
And the third marker just goes into that trigger from zero.
Like that?
And now you should be able to test it out.
Nice. All right, let's jump into the game.
Well, the sprites won't display, but you can test it out on the programming tree.
Oh, right, okay. We'll see the movement. Hang on.
Yeah, we haven't hooked up the sprites just yet.
Of course, yeah, there is nothing nothing connected to this new output here.
Yeah, it's very fast, but you can see it just moving left and right. It will only be on screen for about half a second, because that's how many frames. Because it's like it triggers at 30 frames, so that's half a second since the game runs at 60 times a second.
Nice. Swish. All right.
Nice.
Looking very good. Just before we move on to anything else, the fun one, I have timed you out briefly. Please do not spam in chat. As Chalupa points out, it makes it hard to see everyone's messages. I hope when you come back, you'll be more considerate of that fact.
Yep. So now we can just start hooking up the textures.
Okie doke.
So the texture for like the turnaround state, it's already taken care of by the system we just plug the marker into, because it's its whole separate thing.
Right. Should I?
Which we
move
might
that
need
up
to
here?
look into. We might need to look into it because I suspect that might be what's causing the flickering issue, but we'll see about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just disconnect, like remove the connections for the other two sprites, because we won't need those anymore.
Okay.
There we go. We can remove the knot as well. There we
See
go.
a knot.
And we just plug the first marker into the normal sprite, and the second one into the kind of warning sprite.
The shifty side eye.
Yeah, the shifty one.
Should I keep this down here, or should I move it up to where it's hooked up to for?
You can keep it here. We'll
Okay.
just make sure, I guess, the system works as intended.
Yep.
I don't see why you shouldn't, but we never know what might happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you're ready, you can test it in game.
All right. Let's do it.
Yep. Also, I noticed my sensitivity is a bit off on my VTuber. I might have to change that.
Go for it. We're gonna get those. Gotta get
Yeah,
those
there's,
incredible head bobs.
Yeah, I'll just turn it down a bit because I'm quiet. There we go. Should be better now, hopefully.
Perfect.
Hey, that works. Oh yeah, we need to... Wait. Where are there no sounds from the game?
Oh, yeah. We've disconnected the weep and the
I suppose we
turnaround
did.
sound.
Did I forget to replug them into my pill as well? Yeah, okay.
Zert in chat says, shouldn't the third sprite be controlled by the marker as well? Otherwise it'll disappear for a frame. Yeah, so Voxy was mentioning that this won't solve the disappearing third frame. But maybe we'll have to look into that once we've kind of
Yeah,
got this
the
back
thing
to
is-
parity with the old one.
I kind of modified it so I can see the value from the counter in game just to check, and it seems like it's basically kind of making a second timer using that same counter. So like this, the first timer for the regular, normal sprite, and there's a second timer for the turnaround sprite. And I suspect that might be causing some of our issues, perhaps. We'll have to look into it in a bit. But yeah, I suppose we should probably hook up the sound effects first.
So they'll be triggered by the
markers. Yep.
markers now.
Mhm.
So it looks like there's one here, which is the... What's this? Oh, that's the tell sound, I think. The temporary tell sound. So that would go here. And I can get rid of the...
You need the multiply because that's that trigger from zero thingy. It goes into a counter, and that's basically some kind of on and off flag for when the person is turned around.
Okay.
And that way it will only play the sound while the person is not turned around.
So it will...
hence why it's being multiplied by the not as well.
So how
So
come
what
it's...
you need is just... Yep. Alright.
I was just going to say, so how come it's not already playing? Because there's nothing from the second marker to tell it.
Yeah.
So where in the chain would we go?
Yeah, so if you want me to break it down, so basically when the third marker is triggered, it goes into the trigger from zero, and that will make the counter to go up, and that will trigger a bunch of stuff. Basically all the logic that happens when the person has to turn around. And it goes into a not, which multiplies an input that will go into the sound effect. So that way the sound effect will only play while the counter is at zero, and thus when the person is not turned around yet.
Right. Okay.
So basically you just want to plug the second marker into the second input of the multiply nodon.
Second marker, second input of the multiply.
There it is. Nice. And the third marker will just go into the first input of the end nodon. That's right there. That goes into the sound effect.
That one.
Yep.
Okie doke. Ooh, did I grab the right thing there? Let's double check. I did not.
Oh. Wait, what was that? Oh, yeah.
I think it was the output of the...
I mean, it's still plugged in somewhere. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, no. Wait, did you grab the third one?
Yeah.
Now you were supposed to grab the second one.
Oh, apologies.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm being silly.
I plugged it into the wrong thing, though. For sure. Wait, what did I just do?
No, this... Okay, let's just look at the wires. So this one...
I'm gonna undo
if this
back
one
to
goes...
the...
No, just pan over to the screen, really. Just select the cable... Yep. The cable that goes from there. If it's into the trigger from zero, that's correct.
Oh,
and it is.
Okay.
Then you can select the one that goes into the multiply nodon, which we've just plugged. And if it's coming from the second marker, that's all good also. And now just drag the third marker into the end nodon that I pointed out before. And I'll double check. Yep, and just double check to make sure it says marker amount. Yep. And the end nodon, input 1.
Okay,
is it not letting you?
Oh, it is connected. It's just right on top
okay.
of
It was
the
just overlapped.
same line.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Hang on. Let me shift this a little bit.
Zerd said counters take 1 frame to update their outputs, which is why the third texture flickers. Could probably just connect the trigger to the texture too. I mean, let's try that. I do trust Zerd with their GBG wizardry. So
Nice.
yep, that one.
Thank you, Zert. So that one into 3 rather
Into
than
that one into the texture,
the texture.
like the turnaround texture. The texture, the actual like texture.
The
Nodon.
texture. Sorry.
Have a good lunch, Mr. O.
Enjoy, Mr. O. Chalupa's asking for a Nodon check. I'm going to be strict and say it's not top of the hour.
Yeah. I mean, we did miss the last one, didn't we?
That's true,
To be
but
fair.
no, I'm going to be a cruel
Alright.
taskmaster. So we can remove it from the counter, right? Now that we've got it into the trigger.
No, because I think what Zud is trying to explain is between the time the trigger from 0 is triggered and the time the counter is doing its thing, it won't actually do anything to show the texture, so another one will show. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think I see what they're trying to explain.
Okay.
So we should probably leave both.
I will trust
That
you
way
in
they should-
trusting Zert.
Yeah, that way it will probably, like the trigger from 0 will make the texture display for 1 frame, and meanwhile the counter that just follows will have time to update during that 1 frame, and that should hopefully solve our problems.
Nice. Shall we give it a go? Am I getting ahead of
We
myself,
shall.
or?
I mean, we can. I mean, we have plugged in everything, so
All right.
let's do that.
Crossing my fingers.
Me too. I mean, I can't show it, but
You've got the two fingers, the little finger and the sort of
Yeah.
index finger crossed on your Joy-Con. Oh, we're still getting some blinking, but everything else is looking and sounding good. Yep, sound effects are working as intended.
I think the only flicker I see is a little blank frame between the person just turning back around.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think that might be because of how the timer is, the counter timer is reset. But I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm. So it's literally just like a frame's worth there, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be like a huge problem or not.
It's definitely a huge improvement. Oh, we did get
that
some
was
flicker.
weird.
That's what I thought I saw on the first round, as in the first rotation.
Yeah, I
when
just saw it now. That's
Yeah.
it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Weird that it's not every time. It's weird that it's inconsistent.
Yeah, that's also a bit concerning. That blinking. Oh, so Zod is saying that blinking is probably from you resetting the countdown counter while the turnaround counter is still active. So, Zod, as I found out, I think these are actually the same counter. Because as I've said on my own build, I put a number object with like the contents from the counter, and so like it goes like maybe 300 for while the character is looking at the screen. And when the character turns around, it actually resets to a smaller value, and it turns back around when that value hits 0. So basically the counter is used twice, essentially. But I haven't really got a chance to really look at the logic.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't know what's going on with the ear sizing here. Sorry,
it's
Voxy, I didn't want
evolving.
to interrupt.
It's real bunny hours.
That's right. By the way, Chalupa sent a very, very funny comment. I don't know whether you spotted
Oh
it.
yeah.
Chalupa says, I just realized Voxy is quick with his Nodon knowledge. I'm pretty slow at it. It's literally tortoise in the hair.
Yeah, but I mean, we both know how this tale ends. So who knows? Ah, it's really cute.
Alright. Pretty good.
Yeah, really good, I would say.
Oh, thank you. Let me just get the chocolate dip.
Yep.
And we need some white for the hair. And you will be, I guess for the time being, peeking through the window. We'll have to think of a more permanent inclusion.
I'm just watching.
Yes. Oh, if I nailed that first time, I'm going to be so proud of myself.
I'm growing in the tree.
Yes. Nesting in the tree.
The harvest is bountiful this year.
I feel like we need some binoculars.
I built a little tree house in the
Yeah.
foliage.
Keeping your eyes peeled for the red ghost.
It's like a Christmas decoration.
Yeah, it's a little bauble. Nice. All right.
The little bunny bob.
So, do you reckon?
I'm kind of scared to touch the whole logic with the timers.
All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of tidying up here, I think.
I mean, I guess we just future-proofed it, so it's
Yes.
already pretty good, I would say. And maybe if you want, we can already do the whole like mustardy goodness, if you would like.
Ooh. You mean get it set up so we've got our.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make a temporary mustard then.
Yeah.
Which, oh, trust me, I can rustle up the mustard.
Yeah. You are a certified mustardier.
That's right. Oh, how did you know? All right.
Off to a good start.
This is my any percent mustard run. I've been practicing for a long time. Is that the same color? Oh, it's lighter. All right.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh yeah, we need some eyebrow raise, I think.
Mhm. What do you reckon? Like twice the height? Let's see.
Ooh, that's ambitious. I
I know. Mustard's very inquisitive about the pie orb. I think I'm gonna level this one up entirely. See how that looks. Oh,
Ooh,
kind of.
that's DreamWorks face right now.
Yes. You've got the smile and the eyebrow.
Yeah.
And of course orange. Voxy, have you ever played Guitaroo Man?
I have not played that.
I would say it would be a game to play, to stream at some point, but it is so hard, and I am so bad at it. It's a rhythm game for PlayStation 2, where you play as a kind of superhero guitarist, I guess is the way that I would describe it. And the soundtrack is incredible. I'd also say it looks fantastic. I haven't played it in a few years, but I bet it's held up too. Yeah, highly recommend it.
You've awoken the Chaluppers.
Yeah, I saw it.
The rhythm game.
All caps. Rhythm game, you say?
I'm really bad at rhythm games.
It is such a skill, I think.
Yeah, I just don't really have any rhythm, so it's difficult.
All right.
Oh, we got some GBG tunes.
Yeah, this track rocks.
I know. So cool.
All right, that'll do us. This is like the wish.com mustard, but it's a mustard, all right.
Yeah. It's not Dijon mustard, but
Well, what we're gonna say is we're gonna say it. Is it gonna be American mustard? Is it gonna be?
yeah, it's the bright yellow mustard.
Yes. There is a time and place for the bright yellow mustard.
That's true. Yeah.
Elite in chat says it's orange Dom. Yep, that's right.
Nah, I don't really see it.
Huh? Yeah,
No,
now
I don't
you
know.
mention it. Yeah.
Probably the eyebrows, maybe.
It's definitely not
Oh.
just a
Where's
palette
honey
swap.
mustard though? Asks Chupa Joe.
I can make some honey mustard.
Oh, we're getting fancy here.
Guess it would just be like
Yes, absolutely.
and
Mercury said, "Apple, dumb."
that famous Dom quote. There we go. That's how.
This is great.
All right, so we have our first sprite. I guess technically we would need to do a second one, but I'll just real fast.
Yeah,
do
we'll
this.
probably need a third one as well for the turnaround. Oh my god.
I want to do a slightly different expression here. Sure. All right, and then the turnaround, which will have to be just a recolor here. It really doesn't matter what.
I can't get over the left eye.
It's ready. Ship it. Oh wait, absolutely the wrong colors here. Hang on. Great. I kept it in
Perfect.
keeping by how different
Perfect.
the third sprite is temporarily.
Yeah, I guess now it's time to just plug everything into well, you know, connect it to the character model.
Okay, so is it still connected up to? Yeah, it's still connected to the old one. So let's disconnect those and go weep, weep, and finally weep.
Hey, nice. Although one thing I just kind of realized is, I don't think the turnaround will work because you see, there's like, it's its own completely separate system, right? And well, let's just say unless we duplicate the whole system, it probably won't really work.
So we couldn't just push the outputs to the second sprite.
No, because they will be exactly the same output. Because you know the markers are not plugged. This marker is not directly plugged into the character model.
Right.
So it would not be able to make any kind of distinctions unless we just you know basically multiply that's it separately. We just have to make it an edge case, really. So we'll take care of that.
Okie doke.
So do you remember how the game treats like the kitchen versus the bedroom?
It's just the camera that shifts. So the logic for both is identical.
Okay.
In terms of
But
like, ghost placement and stuff.
Yeah, but like what controls it? I don't remember if it's like a counter or a flag or something like that.
So let me just remind myself. We got the menu system, so it'll be here.
So Bori asks, it doesn't matter, does it? Both are playing at the same time.
Right, yeah. It's never like disabled, I don't think. Like going to the bedroom doesn't disable the logic in the kitchen and vice versa.
Yeah, I think they posted it when we were talking about the sprites. The thing is, the characters doesn't. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah, just replaying it in my mind, I just realized there's like a separate object for mustard in the.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I was asking earlier, and I think he said that I didn't know that it was a separate object.
Sorry.
I thought it was like the same object that moved with the camera.
Gotcha.
In that case, there's no problem at all. We don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
Awesome.
To the point
No,
where this can even hook into this, right?
Yeah, we can just plug everything right into it.
Look at that. Turns out me cutting corners early on is paying off.
To be fair, that's how I would have done it, because like, you know, setting up sliders and stuff is kind of expensive.
Yeah. Okay,
And
nice.
we'll need to drag the same outputs for the third one, which are way over there.
Yeah.
So you want the trigger from 0? That's on the left. Yep.
That one.
Yep. And which one was it? I think it was
Top
the
pawn
counter.
end? Oh. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Oh, hang on, wait. Let me position the screen.
Yeah, this is kind of difficult to do.
I know. This is down to this is the other side of cutting corners that.
Yeah.
is not great.
Ballot asks, does that not slow down a game, not disabling kitchen or bedroom? Not really. I mean, I haven't noticed a yellow dot.
Yeah, it's a very simple game right now. I mean, maybe if we ended up having like 10 stages and it was being replicated across all of them, we might start to see it. But I guess at that point, it was just the sheer number of objects on screen, maybe, or I don't know. I try and remember back to when in Mouse's Cheese Maze, it started to finally show the yellow, and I think it was once we started dealing with like launchers.
But to be fair, like there aren't any physics, I don't think.
True.
And
yeah.
I suppose GBG has that thing where, you know, it kind of doesn't render anything that's outside of the camera view. Just to save on resources.
Yeah, I never really thought about whether it was doing some like culling around the viewport.
Oh, and Skunk asks, what does the yellow actually mean? That means the FPS are dropping below 60, basically. I believe it's explained in the Nodopedia.
Yeah, I was gonna look because I thought. Whoa, that was weird. Because I think it is right. It's at the very end.
Oh, bye, someone.
See you, someone. Oh, sorry to hear about your internet connection.
About performance, you just skipped over it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's that top one there, isn't it? Performance drops. Game Builder Garage runs at 60 frames per second. However, having very complex mechanisms and many moving objects can cause us to drop to 30 or 20 frames per second. All processes, including calculation and visual display, will slow down and the gameplay performance will drop. If this happens while you are checking a game, a burp will appear in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Is it safe to say that this is the only Nintendo game that talks about frame rate inside of itself?
Yeah, that's interesting. But I guess it makes sense because they also explain that a lot of Nodon work by using the frames, right? Because like the timer is just counting the number of frames and it tries to convert that into seconds. And having slowdowns that would actually impact it.
Have you ever made a game that shows the triangle, unless you were like intentionally trying to do that?
I've never even seen the triangle anywhere.
I've only ever seen it on games deliberately designed to make it delete objects,
and,
you know.
Yeah, but even then, it's like this is also like a separate warning screen to say, oh, too many objects are colliding.
True. Yeah, that's right.
That's interesting.
Zert, I want to make note of your Nodon shave listed in the live chat. Zert a few moments ago said, Nodon shave, you could probably remove the boxes where you connect the character textures. Should only do that later though, to not get too spaghetti.
Yeah, you could just put the textures there.
Right.
But yeah, they would overlap, so it would be maybe while we're still working on getting this working.
Yeah.
It might be better to be able to have them just lined up.
Yeah, I think one thing.
That's really cool.
One thing at a time is a good way of dealing with these. I'm going to make a mental note. In fact, I'll make a paper note.
Yeah,
to place textures guard in scene. Okay, and delete box. Nice. This is a track from Nintendogs plus Cat that we're listening to, by the way.
It's really good.
Yeah, low key bops throughout, I would say.
It's always the games you suspected less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
Whoopie Dog.
Man, the Wappy Dog soundtrack. I think there's at
Mhm.
least 2 or 3 tracks from the Wappy Dog soundtrack in the current temporary playlist. So
Yeah,
hopefully
I put
we'll
a bunch
be.
of them on mine.
Yeah, there's not a huge number of tracks in the game, but the majority of them are fantastic.
Yeah, they have a really nice vibe.
Yeah. Okay, so I think those connections should be good, so we can see our placeholder mustard in action now, I believe.
Yep. Turns out we actually didn't even need to make a 2D marker really, but I guess it doesn't matter.
It will give us more possibilities as we go along, I suppose, and
Possibly.
it's
Because like
definitely new to them.
I was going in with the thought that was that like they were the same object, so I would need to actually separate them. But turns out they don't.
Yeah.
So that was the only kind of second layer of texturing that I was thinking about. But I mean, it doesn't really cost anything extra to have a 2D marker, so it's
Yeah.
not really.
I think it's worked out cheaper actually, because we did delete a few along the way, or at least probably the exact same cost.
Yeah, probably.
Let me jump in and go to the kitchen. Let's see our mustard in action. Hopefully, hey, there we go.
Hey.
So the hiding places are still not established. Yeah. That's the Dom sprite still. Did you see? There was a Dom sprite still connected up here, is there?
This one is a bit broken though. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, it should be displaying the reverse sprite when it's showing the forward one. Did I hook something up twice?
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, this one should only have two connections, or just two. One for the sound and one for the kind of other.
That's fine.
System. Yeah, and this one should only have 2. Yeah.
So let me just see. I might drag this up here and see what it's connected to.
Yeah, it should be connected to the counter and the trigger from 0, which looks like it is. That's a bit odd.
Is something?
I don't remember. You still have the old one. Can you maybe check if this is occurring on the kind of old build as well?
Yeah. Sorry. By the way, Skunktronics, I am excited to check out your endless runner that you've submitted for Saturday's GBG stream. Can't wait to check it out.
Nice.
Kind of honestly wish that this was the.
Okay, so it's not broken.
It's not broken.
It is still a bit broken, but not as much as.
Ugh. Yeah, it's broken in a different way now.
Oh dear.
So the... Oh, wait. Right. That's because I never hooked up the side eye texture to this. So that's why we're missing it there. So this is actually functioning correctly.
But why isn't it functioning correctly in the
new one?
Is a bit of a...
Yeah, Boris says because the frames are not hooked. Yeah. But here... I'm a little less sure. Okay. Okay. Say that again, sorry, Voxy?
These are the exact same. Weird.
Huh. Boris says, "What's wrong with mustard now?" Which is a very funny sentence. For some reason, mustard's displaying the incorrect sprite when they should be displaying the turnaround sprite. So looking forward, side eye, and then a brief glance at the turnaround sprite, but it predominantly gets overridden by a face forward sprite. Shall we
Yeah.
see how the logic's running with that without going into the game?
Probably. Also, can I just ask, maybe you can turn the music down a bit? I think
Yeah.
this track is super loud.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, Voxy.
No, that's okay. It's just, yeah.
That was significantly louder, wasn't it? I think my equalization
Oh,
didn't work for some reason. So let me know if any other ones are loud. Yeah, let's run the logic here.
uh-huh.
So I'm hiding now, so we shouldn't get caught. So looking
Okay.
forward. Around and reverse.
Uh-huh.
It looks to be running how it should.
Yep. Yeah, so it's supposed to be on this last marker for a very short time. That's okay because there's the flag taking care of that.
Yeah. Let me just double check that it's working in the bedroom still.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, maybe we will need to change this whole like setup, perhaps. I don't know.
Ah, wait. Yeah, Zert just says you're activating the first marker again. So in a way, we need it to like rest on a fourth state or something, right? So it doesn't go back to the first.
Probably. Yeah,
or
this
just
is like I absolutely don't know how the kind of randomization logic works actually. Like, apparently it's mine, but I forgot.
the random position.
No, the
Oh, the
timer
guard
thing.
logic.
Yeah, like there's an A and B flag.
Yeah, there is. It's up here. Where is it? Here.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. Right. Okay, I see what's happening. So, RNG guard idle generates a duration for the idle period, and then it generates a duration for the guard period. I see. And they're both hooked into the same timer, and that's probably what's causing our issues. Maybe we'll need to create a second counter, like make a separate timer for the guard turn, rather than just reuse the one for the idle. If that...
So they're both hooked into
Yes,
this
like
one here.
yeah, yep. So what happens is A gives it a starting value, and then when it's empty, B gives it a starting value.
Right.
We don't really want that. It's just gonna mess up a bunch of things. So, yeah, we should probably change that. But I think I can. That should be easy. All we would have to do is, excuse me. All we have to do is make a just duplicate the counter. Bye, Choops.
See you, Chalupa. Thanks for hanging out, as always. Okay, we have our second counter.
Yep.
And we would probably take
Yeah,
B
hook
into
up
that?
B
Yeah.
into the count up, and we can disconnect it from this.
Nice.
And I suppose we would need to plug the thing, whatever is, into the countdown of the counter below into the same. Like
Sorry,
the
from A to countdown?
no, the output from the end Nodon. That's
Aha! Right.
what's counting now. This one, but
Gotcha.
I don't wonder if they might be running at the same time. Actually, that's my concern, at least. Okay, maybe let's not do that. Let's worry about it just a little bit. I'm just gonna have a think.
Yeah.
What logic is doing. So if I'm not mistaken, oh, you could have left the counter, like that part. I'm sure of it. So maybe what we could do is that counter that's right next to the trigger from 0. That's kind of our toggle for that decides, that controls the state of the character. So when its value is 1, the game logic will know that the guard is turned around, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it will turn back to 0, which signifies that the guard has turned back around and it's facing away from the ghost.
Okay.
So I suppose we should just take the output from that counter and just plug it into the countdown inputs of that counter over there. And
Gotcha.
disconnect that.
Right, okay.
So that should theoretically be our own separate counter. And now what we should be able to do now is probably have a knot right after our counter. So the new counter.
Mm-hmm.
And just send that into the kind of toggle counter that is right next to it.
Directly into...
Yeah, count up, perhaps.
Yep.
I believe. Oh, but it will turn down when the game starts. I mean, it might just break a bunch of things. I suppose we can. I suppose we can try it.
Yeah, we're giving it a go. I mean, how will we know whether this is broken immediately?
Yeah, we would
Okay,
know.
fantastic. All right, let's give that a try.
Yeah.
Permanently on watch duty here.
Yeah. Just completely game over.
Okay. So...
But yeah, I think my logic is sound. Like, we need to be able to turn that counter off the moment that our guard is turning around. So I suppose what we could do is just modify the counter behavior. So if you'd like to open its settings for me.
The counter behavior, sorry.
The other one, the one,
the original.
0 one.
Yep.
What if we change the starting value back to 0?
Okay.
I suppose that would fix this, perhaps, maybe. No. Okay. That's weird though, because like if it was at 1, it should have bounced back to 0. Interesting.
It was broken in a slightly different way this time.
Oh
no. No. Same. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
That's just extra hard mode.
Yeah. So, okay, maybe if we approach this differently, perhaps changing the counter to not be on bounds, but on range instead.
Okay.
And then the knot from that we've just made, it would go into the countdown port instead of count up.
Gotcha.
My idea is the trigger from 0, it will turn it up, and this knot will turn it back down. That makes sense.
Yes, yeah.
So I guess we can just give it a oh, wait, no. We need one last thing, a trigger from 0 between the knot and the counter.
Ah, yes.
Because the knot will be on, and that will kind of lock down the counter, which would cause lots of problems.
Yeah.
Maybe that was our issue from the start. I don't know. Oh, okay. Bye.
It's very
straight up
extremely liminal space. I think it was like present on the... Oh no, that was just the thumbnail. Okay. Gone. So what if we were to reverse this to be bounce again, but now that we've got the trigger from 0?
Perhaps we can try, and if not, we can just put the starting value back at 1.
Why not both? Let's see.
Oh
Okay,
no,
instant
it's
game over.
broken again.
Uh,
Okay, let's try just setting it back to 0, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. One step at a time. Still
Oh
gone.
no,
Just gone. I wonder why.
straight up gone. Yeah, that's weird.
Let's run the logic in the programming screen and see what we see here. It takes a little while to do the first turnaround.
Oh, but it's at 0 and it's not
Oh
doing
yeah,
anything.
of course. Yeah.
So what's happening though? That's really weird.
Let me just double check. Is that B wormhole doing anything else?
I have no idea. I think it's just yeah, no, it's just the little flag thingy just
Yeah.
gives it an input and that says, "Oh, you should generate a new number for the timer."
Mm-hmm.
What did I break?
But with it being kind of looping back on itself, right? Because Y feeds through this system to B, but B also feeds through into Y.
Yeah. Maybe that's because Y isn't I mean Y should be triggered, which is weird.
Yeah, looks like it's just always.
Interesting.
I mean, are we kind of like are we sweating it over this where really there's a more straightforward way to do it that would, like, are we kind of striving to make this kind of janky thing work here, do you think? Or
And my concern is that it's plugged up to a lot of things, really.
Yeah. Oh, Zert has made a suggestion. I don't know if you've seen Voxy, but Zert says, while not the most efficient, the simplest solution might just be to have an entirely separate counter to handle textures instead of messing with the game logic.
I think that's what we're doing, isn't it? Or do they mean something else? Because, like, yeah, I'm basically separating the two timers for idle and turnaround.
Yeah, because this logic up here is handling the randomization of the guard behavior.
Yeah.
But we would always need to hook into that somewhere along the line.
And I don't think
right?
we're ready to, like, just redo the whole thing.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be kind of a nightmare. Bye, timer. It did
Vanished
not
to the
survive.
void. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, without a word, without any, like, no acknowledgements, just gone.
Brutal.
You're a
Streamers-
menace.
Streamers, I know, keeping up the tradition. Lithy Bell says streams lagging for me. Might be worth trying to refresh your page. I think it might be on your end. Yeah. Oh, part-time UFO soundtrack.
Oh, I should check it out. It sounds nice already.
I played the iOS version. I still haven't played the Switch one, which I think has a bunch of extra levels. But it was really fun even on iOS. Okay, so
Because I really don't know what's causing this issue. Maybe it's just the way this counter is behaving.
well, if we take a step back for a second, the reason that we even went here was because of the fact that Mustard's section is misbehaving, right?
Yeah.
So there would be it's a fundamental change that is required for this section. So splitting these into two, if we could get it working, would probably be the way to go, right?
Hopefully, at least that's what
Yeah.
I'm hoping for. Because I don't really see why else the kind of behavior would be misbehaving. Because, like, our whole marker system, because it was one counter, it would still do this whole, like, shifting circle when it was the turnaround timer running,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really want that. So
Yeah.
yeah, that would likely fix it. But yeah, this is. I mean, it's just really that one Nodon that's causing us trouble is this one counter.
Right.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
Zed is talking about priority. That's probably true as well.
Yeah.
But I like Zed. Would I be wrong in saying that kind of splitting this timer logic into two separate timers would kind of bypass that entirely? Because they would this counter with the A node on would just only run while the character is in kind of its idle mode, really. Because in my mind, that's what would happen. Like this would solve it, but if I'm kind of acting like misguided or anything,
As somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, that sounds right. it makes sense to me. But
yeah, it makes sense to me. But
yeah.
I mean, between what makes sense in my head and the reality, there's often like a giant gap. So who knows?
I mean, I'm making good use of the
bit of
stream delay
tidying
and tidying up a little. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose it's all a matter of getting that one counter back into working order. And I'm not sure like what the 1 and 0 state of it represents, really.
I'm gonna move this over here just so we kind of have a little bit of a relationship between the
Okay.
the two sections.
Sounds okay, yeah.
And
Because, that little 0 to 1 counter, it's basically just trolling out everywhere around the code.
yeah.
So it might be
Sort of linchpin of.
I
linchpin
did
of
notice
everything.
that the counter is set to while not 0.
Shall we give it a try? No harm in giving it a go.
Yep. I mean, we do have like trigger from zeros everywhere, so it shouldn't change anything, but maybe it would let us bypass those and save some node on doing so.
Looks like we're godless again.
Yeah. I wonder if we can just get rid of the triggers from 0 then, but maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I don't want to break it even further.
It's easy enough to drop them back, right? Because all we would need to do is go directly into the count up from that marker and
yeah, probably.
from this knot.
So that says, I think the issue stems from the counter connected to wormhole A resetting, not the counter that indicates that he's turned around. Yeah, but I suppose now that we've split the logic, the counter should only reset when the character is turning around, when it makes sense that the sprite should be displaying. Because like what happens is the counter kind of resets, and then it gets its value for the turnaround timer, right? And that will cause the flicker. But if we just bypass this counter, oh wait, I was gone for a bit. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's kind of hard to just kind of expose my thoughts. I speak. I might have to post a message on Discord if you'll give me a minute. So just so Zad, if you're listening, I will type it out in the My Polter-Guy thread in the forum.
Also, while you're doing that, Mr. O, welcome back. I hope you had a good lunch. Everything's going good. We just set up the marker system for the sprites. However, we noticed that there was a little bit of an error or a bug in the kitchen relating to the sprites there, which then prompted a kind of investigation of the way that the idle and turn logic was handled and the way that it relates to how the sprites are displayed. And it seems as though essentially it was sort of a fluke that the sprites were still working in the bedroom to do with priority of the sprite displaying. And actually it's a little bit broken, so we're trying to figure that out. One potential solution that Voxy has posited is splitting the output from the guard turn and guard idle into two separate kind of parallel bits of logic. I don't know, probably a better way to describe that. But so far we are still having issues with that setup, because right now, presumably because of the way that this counter is handling things, we are missing the guard entirely in both the bedroom and the kitchen, I believe. Yes. So it looks like the state that is displaying, or the state that this counter is in, possibly, is the culprit there. But to be honest, I'm a little unsure at this particular moment.
We're doing a big thing right now.
I mean, it's really natural when something's as kind of as sprawling as this, as you pointed out, and so much hinges on a kind of funky setup, that stuff's easy to break. Maybe try to show it on screen with a number object. The output from the counter, sure.
Yeah, probably.
We'll get some debug going on here. So.
Oh shoot! I think it's raining. I will be right back.
Sure. Yeah. What is it? Special object, number object. Counter output to here. And I'll just put a box in the scene. Okay, so there's that box.
Right.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Hey.
And top connection to the number object, right? I mean, we do have like a ghostly robot in the space now.
So I guess it's not supposed to be 1. Well, it's not supposed to be 0.
Yeah, it's not even going to 1 at all, it seems.
Oh yeah, it's pickback.
Yeah.
Nice. Huh. Interesting.
So it's not even.
Yeah.
That will be because of our trigger from 0 on the countdown, I guess, right? Yeah. So now we're getting a 1, but it's starting at 1. Yeah.
Maybe if we change the starting value back to 1. And just plug the trigger from 0 back in, maybe it will do something. Oh yeah, but it will be stuck at 1 still.
Yeah.
But it's weird though, like I'm just gonna check what the value is when
Yeah.
I just remembered I had it on my own Switch, so I don't even need to bother you with that. So let's see here. Yeah, so the counter is supposed to be at 0 when the game starts. Or maybe not. I will.
Oh, hey. It looks like as long as I hide straight away, the logic works here. Hang on.
Eh? What? Why?
Wait.
Why though? Why though? Oh no, it's gone now. Bye then.
Huh.
So weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna try it now.
So we get the one
Yeah,
here.
so yeah,
It
so
looks like.
basically,
Oh, sorry, Voxy. I didn't mean to interrupt.
it's fine. Yeah, so basically, I think the logic is the counter is supposed to remain at 0, and when the character turns around, it turns into 1, and that 1 then controls a bunch of logic elsewhere, which is why it's kind of scrolling all over the place.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't see why disabling why our solution is breaking it completely.
Yeah, what's even stranger is I wonder why. I mean, we'll probably be kicking ourselves once we realize why. But right now, what is confusing me is why it works and then doesn't work. So, look, we're at 0, we get the turn, it displays 1, it returns back to 0 and no longer displays. So to me, that would indicate that either, like, the position that this is resting in is incorrect, or whatever is meant to reset this is no longer resetting this.
So Zed asked a question about the counters. I think just to make sure, we should maybe have objects to show those as well, like the kind of like the output from the new counters, the 2 counters we have.
Okay.
Those, yeah.
Yep.
So we can kind of see what's going on. I probably need to change those display settings to show all the digits, but
okay.
yeah.
How many?
3 will be enough. Yeah, 3.
If I connect this and just change the connection point.
Yeah, you should be able to stack them. Connection point.
Oh.
They're...
Sorry.
Yep.
So if we go like from the bottom for this one, or left and right?
Yeah, but it will connect to the top also. Oh. Yeah, you can do O at X minus and target at X plus, and that will put it on the right of our new cube.
And we'll do one more.
Yep.
And do the inverse of that, I suppose.
Oh, it's the other super cool bunny.
Second coolest bunny.
You got the wrong...
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
Oh, you got it again. I think you'll need to zoom into... There we go.
Alright, so then that one comes from here.
Yep. And we'll need to change the connection settings.
That'll be X plus to X minus now.
We might not see it, it might go in the wall, so maybe Y plus to Y minus.
Okay. Do we want to color these so we know what each one is?
Might be wise, yeah.
Okay, so let's say original counter.
That's the B counter.
There. Original is going to be white.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, you might want to make them non-destructive, because they might just break each other.
Good shout. Yeah, it better be safe than sorry on that. And then we'll do... then we'll do blue for this one, because it's B.
Okay.
We'll do light blue so we can still see the text. And then we'll do...
I guess pink or...
yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, nice. We should have our debug. Oh, look at that.
Hey.
They're genuinely nice colors. Oh, I needed to hide, sorry. I was too distracted by the nice color choices. Okay, so A counts down.
Ah, I see what's happening. So, the A counter is still counting down when it shouldn't.
Aha, okay.
And it reaches 0 and it's stuck at 0, and I guess the game doesn't really know what to do with it. So Zod said the idle counter is reset only when the second counter reaches 0. It's supposed to be, but it's not.
Right.
So it's our issue right now. Can you run through again? I wasn't
Of
paying
course.
attention to the 1 and 0 and 1 counter. So just so we can see if it's... Yep, turns to 1. And it turns to 0 and just breaks everything. Okay.
Mr. O in the live stream chat says the guard was supposed to wait for the first counter to finish, isn't it?
So the first counter is the pink one.
Uh,
Just so...
this one here,
Yeah,
I
so
presume
that's
Mr. O
the...
is referring to.
Yeah, so that's the idle counter. And B, which is above, which is the blue block, is the turnaround counter.
So it says, when in doubt, just number object everything. That is a step that I am always so reluctant to do, and then every time I do, it's like, oh yeah, that really helps.
Ray says crossover episode. Hi, Ray.
Hey Ray, welcome to the stream.
Why is it not resetting?
Well, we don't
I
have
guess
anything to tell it to reset anymore, right?
Yeah, but like the A counter should reset, and I don't know what's supposed to be resetting it. So, can you show me where that... Oh,
Sorry, I was just gonna...
yeah,
I mean,
okay.
it's...
And check. Yeah, it's weird though. It's not supposed to be... Huh. I'm really sorry. Can you play it again? I
of
need to
course.
check
Yeah,
about the number, because the numbers are confusing me. 30. Yep. Okay. That counter is still running though. Like
This one carried on, right?
Yeah, it reset and then it stopped resetting. So we should try and force that to just stay at 0, and then resets only when the blue counter is at 0.
Mm-hmm.
That I would make one of my famous diagrams, but I
mean,
don't really have an easy way to show it. I don't think.
I could probably, if you were to able to show it on your.
Well, I'm
webcam.
doing a window capture, so.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather not do a screen capture just in case.
Yeah, of course. I can probably.
But yeah, basically my logic is kind of, A counter goes down, and when it reaches 0, it stays at zeros, and it cues counter B to start counting down. And when counter B has finished, it resets counter A, and it resets itself also. So that's kind of like the process.
Okay.
So Mr. Rose says the counter resets but gets another random number right away. That's what I could catch. Yeah, when it reaches 0, it automatically gets a random number. And that seems to just completely break, because when it reaches 0, it's freezing the second counter. Oh, man.
Weird. We really got ourselves into a pickle.
Yeah, because there's a lot of... It should change my expression to be panicking, I think.
I suddenly realized you need your little...
Oh yeah, a little blush.
But I can add some panic too.
I like how I still look like content, and
Yes.
I'm just panicking externally, but internally.
You're managing to maintain composure.
Yeah. Just sweating profusely.
Okay, so following on from what you said, so when this one counts down,
yep,
we want it to reach 0 and then start this one. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And I was hoping that that little 0 to 1 counter would do it, but it is not.
This one here.
Yeah.
Right, because it's feeding into the reset here.
So maybe what I would suggest is maybe you do a backup and we just kind of try and do a bit of a more radical solution to
Okay.
hopefully try and fix it.
Do you want to go? Oh well, yeah, we'll need to go from 7-1, won't we?
Yeah. Because I think I would be much more comfortable making changes if I knew I was,
Yeah.
able to back it up.
So I'm gonna call this 7-1B. Very confusing
Yeah.
naming convention coming into force here, but this is how I was doing it before. So. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for radical, Voxy.
All right.
Totally
so
radical.
I think what we're gonna do is maybe just make new counters. Really.
Okay. Shall we use a fresh patch?
Yeah. Maybe just starting fresh instead of trying to
Yeah.
deal with all those wires would help.
Yeah,
I
for
think.
sure. I think as well, we should be fine just pulling stuff out at this stage if we need to, like unplugging stuff, because essentially here what we want to know is just troubleshoot the issue.
Yeah. In fact, I would even go as far as to say maybe we can just turn off the counters like the previous ones entirely.
Yep. Unhook them and leave them in place, or
I mean,
how
would
you
it
turn them
be difficult to plug them back in if we just yoink them away?
Yoink.
I mean, they're just connected to one thing in the number object, so...
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to try and start fresh for now.
That's for the game over lot, or oh, that's the game over that feeds into the restart, right? So that's connected to the map and just the counter. Okay. Gone.
Okay. So we'll probably still need A and B. So maybe just put them over where we made our new counter.
Yep. While I'm doing that, Pedro in chat has asked a very interesting question that I feel like you're more likely to know than many others. Pedro in chat says, "Hi, I'm planning on using the IR sensor on the right Joy-Con to build LABO-like stuff. So does anyone know if aluminium foil can reflect the IR light emitted from the right Joy-Con?"
Oh, that's an interesting question. So, the thing about the IR markers and the IR sensors is in LABO they actually didn't recommend you use stuff like regular shiny tape, or I suppose aluminum foil will fall into that category, because it might just disperse the light around instead of how do I explain this? They actually made a very nice explanation of the process. So the thing about the markers that are provided with the LABO kit is they're made of a special material that reflects light at the same angle that it hits. So if like the Joy-Con is off angle, and so the IR light that comes from it is off angle, it will just reflect straight back into the Joy-Con, right? Whereas if it's just normal reflective stuff like foil or tape or anything shiny, the light will just kind of be scattered, and that means the IR sensor might not see it. So really the material kind of matters. I would just try and look for reflective tape. I think you can find them easily because they used it in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think it's specifically retroreflective, right?
Yeah, retroreflective stuff. Yeah.
So it might be worth looking
the
to
same material that's in like safety vests and.
Yeah. I guess my answer, building on top of what Voxy said, would also be you've probably got some aluminium foil in the house,
try it,
so
honestly,
just give it a go, like before spending any money on it. I can see Chalupa in chat making fun of my pronunciation of that word.
Aluminium.
I will stand by that pronunciation.
I mean, technically, I don't know why. It's like it's supposed to have an I at the end, right?
Yeah,
it's not just aluminum; it's aluminium.
At some point I used to know the history of the reason why the spelling is different, but but I forget now. But it's like aluminum is correct pronunciation for the American spelling, and we have an extra I.
Which also brings me to a kind of different topic. I really
Mhm.
like the old name for mercury, like the element, which is
I
why the symbol is Hg. It used to be called hydragerium,
Whoa!
which
I've never
means
heard of that.
silver water, which is really cool.
Perfect.
Uh, and that's why the
Hydrogerium Angel
symbol,
23.
yeah, and that's why the symbol is Hg. It's
Ah,
really just called like water silver, no silver water.
wow, that rocks.
Silly, but yeah, that's a really cool name.
Don't use any hydrogenium in your LABO projects, by the way. It does not reflect IR.
Also, you will probably
Yeah,
bet.
yes.
I'm gonna type it in chat. Hydra. I guess it's more like hydrogyrum.
Hmm.
I don't know how to pronounce Greek, so
Girum,
yeah,
maybe? Yeah.
yeah. Because like it's kind of like the same as gyro, right?
Yeah.
So it would be hydrogyrum.
Ah, nice. All right, we're gonna need 2 counters here, right, for this new strategy. So I'll
Indeed.
just
Indeed, indeed.
duplicate them for now, and
Yep.
count up on both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah. So and we need something to trigger those. So that would be X and Y, and yeah, so we need a way to trigger X and Y, I suppose.
Which are currently
So
over here.
yeah, so that's handled by our little counter dude. But I think, we could just use a flag for this, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, we'll try, right?
Yeah.
A little kind of patch.
I'm always 100% on board on trying something out, even if it's, very different or potentially not going to work. Because I think by trying something out, you learn a lot, even if it's not successful. So, 100%.
Should we kind of duplicate or just reuse our marker setup? Like maybe we could just plug it into all of our marker-redo thingies.
Can we just bring this up here and...
Yeah, it's probably wise. Right, so the input from A will go into the map. Well, the A counter, let's say.
Sorry, Ratty and Poster. The input from...
The A counter. No, the counter itself.
Apologies, yep.
Yeah, when I say A counter, I just mean the counter.
The counter, yeah.
But A counter is short.
That is very descriptive. I just heard A. And...
It's fine. You don't have to panic. It will be just fine. Okay. Yeah, so that should be good. I guess what we could do is plug the marker straight in the third marker straight into the flag to turn it on.
Okay.
And that you can then I'm thinking maybe we could make a trigger from 0 to detect when that flag is being turned on. And use that to trigger the no, that goes into, so the flag goes into the trigger from 0.
Gotcha.
So that way we have like a very short signal at the moment the flag turns on. And that could go into the Y wormhole, so you can make a wormhole entrance or just retrieve it from the other side.
I might just grab this one so that we don't end up with somehow the interference, I guess.
It's probably wise. Because I think Y generates the number for B. Yep.
Okay, so A, through the counter that handles the marker and bullseye system, and once the third marker is hit, bullseye is hit, we turn the flag on, and it's very brief because of the trigger from 0, and that
And it-
goes in and triggers the Y, which is the guard turn logic itself.
Then what I'm thinking is we take the output from the flag and plug it into the B timer count down,
The output from the flag, did you say?
into the countdown of the B counter.
Gotcha.
So then what's happening is so Y is going to receive an input and it's going to generate a number for B, which is going to go straight to B, and then the flag will force it to count down, so you can see it kind of
Happening already, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's going.
We haven't changed any of the settings on the counters yet, but it is.
Yeah.
It is counting down.
We'll need a knot for the B counter. Yep. And another trigger from 0 that goes from the knot. And so you just, just a chain between the counter, knot, and trigger from 0. And I suppose the trigger from 0 will turn off the flag, essentially.
Oh, look at that. Tidy.
Yeah. And I believe we can use it to send an input into the X as well. And that should generate a new number for A. So,
into the X. So disconnecting it from where it is currently.
Yeah, just do what you did with Y and just disconnect it and bring it over there.
Into the trigger from 0.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea if it's gonna work, but
Only one way to find out.
well, it's not connected to anything, so
That's
I
true.
don't assume it's gonna do much.
Oh, we also need to change the values on the counters.
No, because that's handled by the A and B wormholes.
Oh, yes.
Wait. I guess we need to copy the settings from the other counters just to be safe, really. So like the original. Oh, we deleted them.
We got rid of them, didn't we?
Well,
You'll have one of them on your copy.
Yeah. I'll check it here. Let's see. Okay, so it's on range and it's from 0 to 1,000, and that's the only change. Yep.
And presumably the same for B.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yes. And so I believe that because the B counter will start at 0 when the game begins, it will actually generate the signal to X, and so A will be able to kick into action.
Nice. I was just seeing if I could run it in the programming screen here, and it did do something, but let me see.
You won't see anything because A isn't set to count down. Like there's no input into the countdown.
Right.
But I don't know what's starting it. Let me see what's triggering it in the old one. So it's counting down. Oh, the kind of like there's like this little group of 3 ends, and right in the middle of the screen. Yep.
Oh yeah, the
And that's set to
and
the-
trilogy.
Yeah, A counter countdown. So I suppose that's saying, oh, the game has actually begun, and the little get ready countdown has already finished.
Right. So that's those 3 here.
Yep.
Okay, I've connected it to the countdown.
Yep.
Is that the way we want to go?
Mm-hmm. And I guess to try it out, we should maybe hook up some sound effects to all this, so just we can maybe check it from the programming screen.
Do we want a sound effect for each state?
That would be nice, I think.
I think so too. Alright, let's pick some good ones. So,
Yeah.
Do we want a constant sound for the forward phase? Like a sustained one?
We would be seeing the marker move, but just to make sure that it's actually getting back into position.
What's a Oh, we've got some sustained ones here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's try and find one that's not too... Oh, I know you love this one, Voxy. That might be good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not gonna hook it up. I'll hook that one up last, because we'll be hearing a lot of that. Then it's the turn around.
Yeah.
So we want something that's just brief.
Yeah, I guess we can use the same sounds like the little
That one, isn't it?
and we can just reuse the little I don't know how it's called, the little cute sound it made. Is it like a percussion thing?
Oh!
Oh no, it's an instrument. Oh, it's a
Oh wait, that's
oh
not
no,
right.
yeah.
There
Yes. This one, which
Okay.
I will not pronounce.
Yeah.
because-
You took the wise option there, I attempted. Yeah, I like this sound a lot. Okay.
What?
And I'm gonna hook up the snare now.
And I guess you can do the little button combination.
Yep. It should be running.
Is it resetting though? Oh my gosh. Did I?
I think it's good.
Yo, no way.
I think it works.
Whoa. Okay. That's good though.
Yes.
Wow.
Very good.
I wasn't expecting it to work first try.
I wasn't either. Oh, congrats. Nicely
Wow.
done. Nicely thought through from plan to execution there. Just going to disconnect that for a minute. First try!
Yeah, nice.
Oh
Thank
man,
you,
Arch
chat.
was right the other day. We definitely do need a mustard emote for the next YouTube emote. Yes, for real first try
Yeah.
in a rare occurrence. Congrats, Voxy. Putting
Thank you.
putting that knowledge to good use. And also, I think further proof that sometimes a little bit of a back to the drawing board thinking is good.
And it's looking mighty clean.
Yes. I mean, we've chopped out half of it, and this is still a nightmare. I mean, this is
there are
gonna, this is
bunch
gonna
of
get
remains.
messier. This is gonna get
Yeah.
messier as we connect everything
yeah.
up to it. But yeah, what a beautiful like foundation to build the rest of this
Mm-hmm.
this on top
That's. I'm really happy though. Like that's really cool.
of. Yeah, nailed it.
Amazing.
Lithy Bell says Voxy is a Nodon wizard. Confirmed. I was
Thank
I always speculated that it was the case, but we have it here on tape.
I finally unlocked my powers.
Yeah.
I've pounded the Nodon for hours, and it's finally paid off. Well, I guess now it's time for the difficult task of plugging the flag everywhere the old counter was.
Yeah, so let's drag this old counter over close to where this one is.
Lots of connection in
I
it.
can probably disconnect that one, right? And now we
I'm
just
counting 8 connections total.
Yep.
Hey, I
same
can
here.
still count. Nice. Oh, they're going very far.
Yeah. I think what I'll do is
Oh yeah, we can do the little Nodon taxi technique. Like you
what's
just
the-
bring the
Oh,
bring it
yes!
over to the each connection. and-
Yeah, you have to do it to the other end, right?
Yeah.
Like this side.
We'll
or
have
something.
to take the flag along for the. Oh yeah, that works too. Actually, yeah.
Although that's kind of defeating the point because I'm gonna have to reset it at some point. So yeah, let's just take the flag, I guess.
We don't need the. For this one, probably better to just use the markers instead of the flag, because like the counter was plugged into. I don't know if it was the counter that was plugged into the turnaround sprites. Oh yeah, it was.
Because the turnaround sprites have had 2 connections, I guess, right?
Yeah. But it also has another one. Like it has 2 connections. Oh, that's the trigger from 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the little guy going down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just need to taxi this around to all the locations
Yeah.
of the counter. All right.
Yep.
Ding ding. Cab is in use. And then we can just
plug and remove the old one.
yeah.
Or we can just plug and just delete the counter when we're done.
Yeah. Okay, next we're gonna go up here to this map.
Yep.
And where are you going? The and up here, I guess.
We might need to click the connection, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that. I can see through the spaghetti. It's like I'm looking into the Matrix.
You took the yellow pill.
Okay, hang on. Yep. The knot.
Yep. And
Oh, that's just that debug one. But let's.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's just keep it. And we don't need. Probably don't need that. We can just use the markers instead.
Oh yeah. Oh right, I understand now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can hook up the markers real quick and test it, just to make sure it works. It actually works in game, which would be amazing.
So that would be a case of
just dragging these over and unplugging everything and just plugging back in.
Oh hey, I need to disconnect this, right? As long as we've got 8 here.
Yeah, I mean we won't have 8.
We'll
We
have
have 6.
Yeah.
But
So
as long as we have 6, that's fine. Do we have 6?
We have 6. Yeah. 1, 2,
Okay, good.
3,
Yeah, we can get rid of this.
5, 6. There we go. Yep. Get out of here, counter. And hello.
Marker number 3. And there's another wire going in into the texture, but we can remove it, I think.
That's
that
the
trigger from
old trigger from 0, yeah.
Yeah, we might not need it anymore.
We can reconnect if we need.
We'll see if. But...
Yeah. And we are probably not going to check it immediately, but let's put the mustard one in as well, just while we're doing this. So then we've got our...
Oh, you plugged it into the... Yep. Marker.
So now we've got our 8 connections into the flag via these 2 extras on the third one, essentially. Nice, okay.
Hey, Nintendo Plush.
Hey, Nintendo Plush. Also, yes, Nintendo Vlogs, I was keeping an eye on the chat. I didn't want to interrupt as Voxy was going through the details of what we need to do here. But yeah, I am keeping an eye on chat, and I believe Voxy is too, so it might just take us a little longer to respond.
It's more difficult than I would have thought, just to kind of keep up with chat.
Well, you're busy making some serious serious moves here. Yeah.
So I guess we just need to finish hooking up the textures, and we can take it for a little test drive.
Nice. Okay, so we'll have our block.
I'd say you could just remove like the old marker setup we've made, like the one we made at the beginning, that just not really necessary anymore.
Nice. It served its purpose, and it's time to bid it farewell. Set us on the road to the new setup, so.
Which is exactly the same, but with
Shh. It's brand new. It's revolutionary. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if I'm misconnecting any of these.
No, that's good. All good.
Nice.
Perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, Mr. Rose has some serious nodonology.
Nodonology. Oh, that's really hard to say.
I know. I mess it up every time. Because actually, Mr. O put...
Oh, it's not even nodonology.
Yeah.
It's
Nodology, which is kind of less of a mouthful. Yeah. Mustard does need the glorious ponytail. I mean, this is obviously not the final sprite, but...
What do you mean? It's not the final...
It's perfect.
Just the art style changing from sprite to sprite.
Yeah. There we go. Look, I don't even have the same outline color as the rest of it.
It's an art style.
This game has an art style.
I'd say it has 2 of them right now.
Yeah, if you're being kind, only 2.
Oh no, and I look so tired. Looks like it's a rook.
I've been cooking the pie orb for days. It's finally ready. All right.
We're gonna get more cursed as the stream goes on.
Yes.
Oh
let me,
no!
Let me just put it in the. Let me just set it up in the right direction here.
Much better.
There we go.
I can't tell if it's like wrinkles or a mustache.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be like eye bags, but yeah.
Mm.
There we go. Perfect. The mustard we know and
Amazing.
love.
Yeah, that's what I see when I hear mustard. That's the exact face I'm picturing.
Oh, everyone says it's Eggman, so now I do need to recolor it to be Eggman.
Oh, oh no! Oh no, what's happening?
Oh, Dominic! I've created a pie orb.
You need to do like a real-time dub of
Yeah.
Sonic
Oh
Adventure.
man,
Why do I say Mario? It's not even the same game.
you know, Mario from Sonic Adventure.
You just dub over Mario Odyssey, but it's Sonic characters instead.
I'm gonna get the Chaos Emerald. I think we're ready to try this, Voxy.
Yeah, we are.
Alright. Let's do this. Oh no.
Oh no!
Why? It was working in the programming
Oh,
screen.
BRB 1 sec.
Okie doke. Alright, while Voxy's gone, I'm gonna just look at the game over state, because I think we're pulling that info from something that is now like semi-disconnected. So let's see, we've got something going into this flag. I'm gonna briefly disconnect this flag and see what happens. Okay, that's good, but I guess we can't lose anymore. Yeah, we can't lose at all. So I have now unlocked the official baby mode for the game, which is perfect. So let's replug that for now and trace back where it goes. Going into this timer that's to do with the game start state. So what else is connected up to the AND? We've got the AND from that flag that's already hooked up. And an AND from AHA. I think this is the old... That's still in effect? No, I think that is still being used. What about the resets? Win condition 1 and... Oh, right, that's our logic for the sort of restart and return to... return to menu logic, so... Is anything... from the old logic still causing us trouble here?
Hello again.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank
I disconnected this flag briefly as a little test from the game over state, and
Yeah.
that allowed me to play but it was impossible to game over anymore, as you'd probably suspect. So I was just looking at the other connections here. So we have this one that goes from the sort of, I think the game start state, like the countdown into the game start. And then one comes into this and from our new flag. And the last one goes into this and here, which comes from this bit of logic that I don't really know what it's doing.
I can see an extending object, so it might be the
Oh, the win, like the meter. Yeah.
Racing idea, GBG tuber, where you have a GBG video capture with your avatar in the bottom corner. Someone's way ahead of you, actually.
Yeah, that's really funny that you would mention that. Yeah.
Because a Japanese GBG user made a whole setup, but it's like it uses a custom mask with a Joy-Con inside
to
control the head and stuff.
Mask. It's so good. Yeah, I think it's in the GBG General. If you'd like to check it out, I definitely recommend it because both the in-game model and the mask that Voxy mentioned are beautiful, really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so we have a bunch of logic which is not working for some reason, which is weird.
Yeah, but you weren't here. If I do disconnect this, it's looking good. It's looking good, Voxy.
Okay. Because the issue is like the game over is triggering at the beginning, right?
Yeah. Look at this. Flawless sprite handling.
Oh, that's amazing.
The camera's a bit funky because we haven't hooked up the camera yet. Do you remember the kind of little push and pull camera? Yeah. So ignoring that, everything else is displaying as it should, which is beautiful. Awesome. I
guess we just have to... Oh, yeah, let's try the kitchen. Oh my god,
everything's displaying.
I forgot about it, and I thought his eyes were bleeding.
Oh no. Everything's displaying as it should. But
that's amazing.
But I wish it wasn't at this particular moment. Pedro in chat asks, what's the objective of this game? So just very quickly, before we fix this, this was a game I made last year for a game jam, and essentially it is red light, green light, or what's the time, Mr. Wolf, or whatever you call that game, where I'll be doing actions in the background. I am the ghost, which I'll show you here, this little guy, and I must hide when the guard, which is the main character in the middle here, turns around. And the win condition is when you've sufficiently tidied the room that you're in, and you fill your meter, you have won. And we're just kind of fleshing it out currently. It was very, very slight in the original implementation, and Voxy's helping me refactor a bunch of the logic here.
Yeah, so Conker asks how they're programming on different switches, or is only Dom programming? So Dom is controlling everything, I'm just guiding him.
Yeah, Voxy's got his switch and is referencing the older version of this as well. Squally could use a My Polter-Guy of my own. I would be...
I like Polymer Guy.
He's a little compound guy.
It's an epoxy guy.
Yeah, so let's reconnect up that flag, because we do need our game over here.
Yeah, but I'm not sure... can you show me what's going into that flag on thing? Just to see... oh, it's a timer. Huh? What is going...
That's the countdown at the start that prevents the guard from turning.
So it's immediately triggering the game over state as soon as the game begins. Which I don't think is supposed to happen.
What?
So I'm guessing it's not the flag that's actually
the issue,
breaking everything.
Yeah.
I think it's something that follows the flag.
I mean, there's another one up here. Oh, that's interesting, right? The game over text doesn't appear, or does it? Oh, it does.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so it's that flag that's kind of on the side there.
Yeah.
Right. So what's triggering that little fella then?
Just the end.
And like those ends. So there's one. So it's flag and what else? So that means there are 3 conditions. Because like when you have 2 ends into one another, that's to allow for 3 conditions. So condition 1 is the game start flag, which makes sense. Second one is, I guess, that wire on the top, like in the first. Yep. And that would be
from our new flag.
That would be when the character is turned around. Okay, again, makes sense. So condition 3 would be this wire at the bottom. Yeah, which is when the objective has not been completed yet, I assume. I just noticed there's nothing in that condition, so does that mean it's just checking if it's not 0 or something like that? Because like right now it's comparing to 0.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I would assume maybe because I assume the game is working, like...
Unless this is something that we disconnected.
Let me see. I'm gonna quickly check
Yeah.
on the original file.
Voxy, if you don't mind, I'm gonna very quickly grab some water.
Okay.
I drank my water supply pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I will bring up the drink break screen and I will mute myself, but I will be back very soon.
Okay. So I guess it's just you and me, chat. Entertain us, Voxy. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, subscribe to my channel and all. I do realize I could just plug myself, but Caden's finger hurts. What did you do to it? Why is it hurting? Yeah, the husk of Dom is watching me. Did you forget to unmute yourself, Dom?
Hey, I'm back.
I could see your Sona talking, but
Oh, I think the music may have been triggering it.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Yeah, you were singing along to the Nodon themes.
I know what it would have been. I bet because the tube doesn't get muted. So probably as I came back into my room, it started picking up the sounds of like my door opening and me walking over. Very good.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought we were talking, but you forgot to.
No. I literally just got back.
Okay. Nice. Welcome back, by the way.
Thank you. Sorry, I just almost drowned on my own water. Chat, how do I drink? Chat, help me. I don't know how to drink. Let's put the drink break screen down.
So I did check, and yes, this comparison is supposed to be plugged into nothing, so it's just easier than just having another node on.
Right.
Say 0, essentially. But yeah, so I guess the conditions are all here, but there's something triggering it early, which is odd. So one of the conditions was the flag that we've made, right?
Say that again, sorry. The flag that we made, yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the conditions for the game over.
Correct.
So I suspect... I mean, it's weird, right? Because it just triggers whenever the character is turned around. So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, because it's when this is and this is... Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's just disconnect it for a second and see what happens.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you already know. I think you can probably math it out, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so it breaks it
Perfect.
again. Perfect.
Oh, BRB again. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, not at all. Conker says, why is this game so complicated? A couple of reasons. First of all, we're kind of building on top of stuff that was really ramshackle to begin with, and expanding it out beyond the original scope of the project. To kind of mitigate that to a degree, we've rebuilt some of this logic that was previously a real mess over here. So it's tidier than it was. That's okay, not at all. I'm just explaining why this game is so complicated. And then the other factor is there is a surprising amount going on here despite how simple it looks. So it looks very, very basic once you're in the game, but there's quite a few things going on under the hood. But the main factor really is that it was pretty ramshackle to begin with and pretty kind of duct taped together. So in a way, as we get further along, it will probably get slightly less complicated rather than more so. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'm trying to think why the game over triggers early. Which is weird, because, like, fundamentally, the logic isn't actually that different, right?
Yeah.
It's just that we replaced our counter with a flag, but that shouldn't affect anything. So let me just see on, I guess, the vanilla version. I'll just quickly make a little test on my end.
I'm just having another little scout around to see if there's anything else that could be causing stuff to trigger when it shouldn't.
Man, I really like that Wappy Dog OST.
I know. This track might be my favorite off of the Wappy Dog OST.
I do like the Wappy Dogs. I'm enthusiastic about the Wappy Dogs. Okay, so you...
I still want to get my hands on the 3DS version just to see what's different.
Were you not playing the 3DS version?
No, it was the DS one.
Oh, I see.
Because
I didn't even know there was a 3DS version.
Yeah. So I did a little digging, and the DS release is the Western release, essentially. And it came out very, very, very late in the lifespan of the DS. And it was sold with the blue Wappy Dog.
Oh, nice.
Then that also did come out in Japan, but I think it was like 1 year later, like maybe even less than 12 months later. It got ported to the 3DS and sold with the pink Wappy Dog. So that was Japan exclusive, I believe. But in terms of the gameplay, it looks like everything's the same, but maybe like the internal resolution has been increased.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of lazy, I guess, just to make it the recent game.
I guess in a way, the fact that they were selling it on the DS so late in the life made a lot of sense because I presume the install base would have been huge at that point. Whereas putting it on a new system is maybe not as wise. 2 Wappy Dog tracks in a row.
Oh, we are being blessed right now.
Also, I immediately take back my comments about the previous track. I think I like this one even more.
They are all really nice.
That's true.
Conker is asking, did you make your PNG Tuber sprites yourself? Yes, I've drawn them myself.
Incredible, right?
Thank you. It was... I really like drawing. It's fun.
I want to know what Freezer Jam is. Is that a distinct thing from non-Freezer Jam, Chalupa? Or is that just your name for frozen jam? Also, why are you putting jam in the freezer? Does it need to be frozen? I thought the sugar content would mean that it was basically would never go off.
What does the X button do?
It should reset. It should reset the room. Like, if you bad day, I think it should reset the conditions. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Which it.
Because I was wondering, because it's plugged into a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm just looking at the old code, and there's like nothing that has changed really. It's the same internal logic. So I'm not sure what's causing the game over.
I think it might be something to do with the X button, look, because when I press the X button, I can reset the. Oh no, it's still immediately.
That's kind of confusing me.
Yeah, me too.
'Cause
See you,
there's no
Mercury.
reason
Thanks
it
for hanging
can-
out. Sorry, Voxy, I didn't mean
Mercury.
to interrupt.
It's okay. Yeah, I am kind of wondering why it's might not be working. Just gonna have a look at other stuff I might have missed.
While you're doing that, I'm just-
Okay,
you think you got
so
it?
perhaps can you quickly go to our new setup real quick?
Yep.
Thank you. Aha. Okay, I see. So we might need to give the flag a nod because there was one on the old version that was actually plugged into something.
Aha, okay.
So yeah, that goes into the flag. And that comparison with nothing in it, like that was comparing to 0 that we found. There's a counter before that, and that node goes into the reset boards. Yep.
Aha.
Wait, is there already? Oh wait, no, never mind. It's already there. It was just.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
hiding. Yeah.
Oops. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it was already there. Oops, I thought I had maybe just check that it's plugged in correctly, I suppose.
Yep, into
Yep.
reset.
Mm-hmm.
The map goes into the countdown, and that goes into the reset port.
Okay, so that's oh, then it's weird. Yeah, that's just for the sound effects, so it shouldn't affect the rest of the game. What's that trigger from 0 that's connected to nothing?
I think they're both just remnants of the old
okay.
system, so I'm getting rid of those.
Yeah, I'm really confused. Because by all accounts, it shouldn't just glitch out like it's doing.
Let me just try disconnecting this real quick.
Okay.
This shouldn't be it, but I just want to rule it out, essentially.
Okay.
Hey, it's game overing before that countdown. You know this one here?
Yeah, with the little bell.
Yeah, has even run. Which is really weird. Let me just reconnect these before I forget.
Supposed to, is it?
No, no, it shouldn't be possible.
Well, it's yeah. Wait, what's controlling that? It's that end, like that little end trifecta over there, I suppose. What's it playing to again?
What's it going to?
Yeah, like the last end, basically. It's going into.
The countdown on the counter.
Weird. Maybe what it's. I mean, it's no. So that's only when the game has started and we hear the little bell, right? I don't know what this does.
Voxy, just check the vanilla version. Does the bell play at that point? I don't think it does, right?
I'm gonna check real quick.
Yeah. I guess it is. I think it's the selection sound.
Yeah, it plays. No, the bell plays when the go is displayed on screen.
So here it's too early.
Oh, right.
Because it's happening exactly as you press the menu button.
Yeah, that's true. So that's another flag. Yeah? What? But in the vanilla version, it's hold on.
Chalupa says, why is it so zoomed in? You mean the menu? Because we haven't hooked up the back and forth camera just yet.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect anything though.
The thing is, it's playing like in the kind of vanilla version. It is playing as soon as the A button is pressed.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as that's happening, then that's functioning as it should.
Oh, never mind. Okay, so I think I was hearing the dong from the stream at the exact moment.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be playing as
Unintentionally
soon as the A button is pressed.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of unfortunate timing there.
You can do it if you tried.
What's going on though? Why is it doing the thing it is doing?
Okay, let's work out what is this counter doing on the A press?
Probably turn down the sound of my switch.
Have we messed up something on the counter or the map here? Because this counter map timer then does go to the flag eventually.
So, counter map timer. That's correct. It's connected to the both ends as well. Counter should be ranged from 0 to 2. Well, not 0. Yep. And the map should be 0 to 2 to 0 to 1. Yep. And the timer should just be 1 second of delay.
Mm-hmm.
And that should go into the condition. Oh wait, no. Where does it go? Oh, it goes into the flag.
Yeah. So the hookups are all the same, but
Yep.
I'm wondering whether, because I actually don't recall exactly what this is doing here. Like, what is this trio of Nodon actually?
Neither. So, I guess basically all it's doing is just checking when you press A, but that seems like a weird way of doing it.
I think it should have been preventing the logic from running until the go.
Yeah, but then again, you don't really need all that, do you?
No, that does seem elaborate.
Because like, yep.
Let me try something.
I don't think that would do anything.
We shouldn't be able to game over anymore, right?
Okay.
Come on, turn around. Oh, right, because there's a flag, or one of these goes into the...
Yeah. But I don't know why there's a map and all that. That seems...
Yeah, I don't either.
That seems odd. Like, that's the only place it goes in is those two ends right there. So it shouldn't matter what its value is.
I mean, let's continue our radical streak here.
Because, like, what you can do is you can press A multiple times to make it count up to 2, but that doesn't do anything. Maybe it's a remain of some kind of old, very old code.
Wait.
Oh, maybe it was the menu stuff.
Because you press A to get through the menu, and then you're meant to press A again to make the game start.
Right, but it's not doing that anymore.
It's not doing that anymore.
Go straight into the game.
Which is weird. I wonder why it's not. A few people in chat are asking what we're trying to do.
That's because the map has been modified.
This one here?
Yeah.
That's it
so,
then.
Yeah, you should just change just enable range restriction and turn the input range from 0 to 2 to 1 to 2. So 1 and 2. And that should kind of force you to press twice to actually start the game.
All right. We'll give that a go. So chat, to answer your questions, RGC and I suppose Lithibel and Chalupa as well. The game game overs as soon as you start since we changed the guard logic. So while all of that's working and it's fixed our original issue, which if you recall was the flickering sprites and the sprites not displaying properly in the kitchen, it has now created a new problem, which is that the game overs immediately. So we were trying to troubleshoot to work out where exactly in the train of logic it was breaking down. And then I guess to follow up and just answer Conker's question about why don't you start from scratch because the logic is so spaghetti, we kind of have for a chunk. So this chunk that Voxy's helped with is pretty much a complete rebuild. It doesn't really make sense to do a full rebuild of everything because it would take such a long time, but doing it in this sort of chunk based way is definitely making things smoother. But like any time you develop anything, either whether we've done this from scratch or built on top of what we already had, you run into bugs and unexpected behavior. So it's just a case of teasing that out and getting it back to working order. It's a very, very natural part of the process. So shall we give this a try and see whether we now have to press twice?
Yeah, I tried it on my own. It still shows the ready go, but the character will never turn around until you actually press A again.
Okay.
And the counter will also not run. Like the little purple counter that I'm actually blocking with my head, I just noticed.
Oh yeah, it runs a mine.
That's... Oh, it does? Like if you don't press A at all.
Oh, if I don't press A, let's see.
Yeah. Because when you don't touch A at all after the first time you pressed it, the character will never turn around.
Right, which is basically how it should behave, except
yeah,
for some reason the ready go
yep
starts. Okay.
So RGC says one day you should make a system for your OC so your hands move when you press actual buttons on your Joy-Cons. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure how to get my Joy-Cons to somehow communicate with my PC. That would be very tricky. Like I don't have any webcam or anything. It's just reacting to my voice, really. So I couldn't really do anything about that.
Lithibel says, okay, got it. I guess since I don't make games, it's not natural for me. Yeah, I mean, even having done a little bit of stuff in GBG before, this is a very new process. So I completely understand when, especially when you're not the one that's been piecing it together, it might not be.
Also, Boris has talked about the purple counter. It says, that's what I pointed out last stream. Was it that the counter was going off too early or something like that? Because I don't really know what you meant by it being broken.
I made a note on my paper that Bori had pointed out there was a problem with the purple counter. And I think it was that it was counting too early before.
Well, I guess it might have fixed it somehow, but we still have the game over issue.
Yeah. So the big problem right now is that we're getting a game over immediately.
Yeah, that's the problem. It started when A was pressed after ready go. Oh, but that's how we kind of... I guess really we should just fix the ready go to actually behave the way it's supposed to, but
yeah, that
I guess
should be...
right now there's that issue with the whole game over thing.
Yeah. So yeah, Bori, I think basically that chain of things, the timer and the ready go pop up, are kind of like the things that will be addressed once this main thing is resolved, the instant game over. I feel like it has to be this. Like I feel like
I don't see anything else. So I guess somehow that flag is being triggered way too early, and I don't really know why.
Hang on, let me just see if I... So it's receiving that AND state the second I press A on the menu. You see that? So like...
I guess it's not... Yeah, okay.
There.
Oh, but I don't see the wire like actually flashing.
That one, yeah.
So in that instance, it's not... Oh,
There we go. So it was after I pressed A twice. So I'm just going to reset it.
Okay.
So A once.
Yeah.
A twice.
Interesting.
But if I hide, let me try hiding. A once. A again and hide immediately. Yeah, it's still triggering it.
So somehow all three conditions are being triggered at the
Being
same
lit up,
time.
yeah.
But it's weird because the three conditions, they don't sound like really like loose conditions. Because I don't know where the B button comes into. Okay, so I see B button.
B's here, but there is also a B up here.
Oh, it's getting complicated now.
Yeah, let me just see.
We'll just redo the whole game from scratch as see in chat.
Yeah.
I think it was Conquer that said it.
Yeah, it was Conquer, yeah.
Bori asks to see the timer section of the codes. So I suppose that's the with the timer comment on the just a little bit above.
There
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna need some of my my crisps.
Oh yeah, please do. Also, we have run about 20 minutes over my original schedule, so if you need to dip, let me know.
I'm feeling fine, but I mean, you're in complete control of this, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna say for me, we'll see how we're getting on at 1/2 and if we're kind of at a natural stopping point, that would probably make most sense. But equally, we'll see how we get on with this resolution, I suppose. So here's the timer section, Bori. It's being.
My tuber is picking up my eating sounds.
I don't think your eating sounds are coming through audibly for us, though. Okay, Bari says... Oh, sorry, Voxy, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I've got noise removal on Discord, so...
Yeah. That first flag, try to take out the input to set on. This one here. And instead, coming from that and... use the marker Nodon that shows the go texture.
Oh, this one.
Like that. Don't think that will solve anything.
I mean, I didn't think the new setup would work first try, but...
Yeah.
Nice.
That solved everything, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no,
It didn't solve everything.
So we're just solving the purple timer.
Yeah. Weird.
Oh,
so how did we kind of trick it into running then? That was weird.
I think it's because you were hiding.
Hiding immediately. But I tried to then and it still game overed me. That was so funny. Yeah. I'm wondering whether... the game over logic isn't especially fancy,
it's not.
right? It's not like it should be...
I see something turning it off, but what's turning that game over flag off?
Just the X button press, right? But I already disconnected that.
That's weird though. Oh. But I don't really understand why the logic, I don't know, I might need to go look through it again, but it doesn't quite make sense to me. But that's because the conditions aren't exactly tied to I don't see the hiding mechanism being plugged into it at all. At least might have missed it, might have forgotten about it, but
right, the B button press. I think it is through this.
Because the first flag, it's just, oh yeah, the game has started. That's literally what the first flag is. The second condition on the end Nodon is just, the guard is turned around. And the third condition is just, uh-huh. Oh, yeah, so the third condition is supposed to be tied with the button press, actually.
Oh, is it missing?
It shouldn't be because we haven't touched that part of the code. So it goes to the, this end node on, which is hooked up to all the button stuff.
Yeah, via the knot.
Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, it doesn't. Like, it makes, I guess the logic makes sense, but I don't know why it's triggering early. Maybe it's because the timer is starting at 0. The counter is starting at 0. And that's triggering the game over way too early. So maybe
This one.
no, the A timer.
The A timer, right? Should we just try adjusting it?
No. The timer with the A wormhole in it, like the counter. Sorry.
Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah.
Because that one will start at 0, right?
Where is it? Where is it?
It's I can't. I'm pointing at my screen. It's there. Move your mouse to the left. Just
This one. Yeah.
So I have a suspicion that because it's starting at 0, so that means because 0 is our hiding turnaround state, it's gonna trigger. It's early. So I think what you could do, what if you just made it start at 1, and see if that fixes anything.
Okay. It might break other things in the process, but it might fix that particular problem. It did not. Hey, Project Next, welcome to the stream.
What happens?
I don't know. It didn't work though. Yeah, same problem.
Oh no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, fine. And be like that game. Yeah.
Is it possible I share the current version? Certainly, yeah. I can do that now. Let's pause the music for a second.
Oh, we broke the thumbnail as well with the camera.
Oh, nice. Double whammy.
Yeah.
So let's go share.
Bye, Conker.
See you, Conker. Thanks for hanging out. There we go. And the code is on screen, so it's G003389XP3.
I think Project Next is trying to get your attention.
Hey, Project Next. Did you send something before? I'm just scrolling back up. Feel free to repost something if you if I missed it earlier in the chat. There we go, Bori, for the code for you there.
They sound really confused.
Project
They're
Next,
just going, dumb.
feel free to repost your question if you've got a question for me, which I'm presuming you do from your other messages. Alright, I'm gonna have one last glance through. I'm guessing the Project Next maybe doesn't have their sound on. That's the only thing I could work out.
Yeah, I'm just retrying to think, and
I guess. I mean, part of me thinks like a solution is by taking out that flag, we can no longer game over, right?
That flag is like triggered when the game starts.
Yeah, exactly. So
So I'm trying to think of what could be causing this. I still think it's because the
that
counter with
counter.
the A is reaching 0 at some point between the time the game is being started and the time it actually starts.
Yeah.
So, and that's triggering a game over.
I feel like we're kind of at the point where we need to take a bit of a step back and spend a little time just kind of fiddling around and trying stuff and seeing. So it might be kind of a natural.
I actually do want to try something if you don't
Go
mind.
for it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you have those 3 end nodons that are together, and I think those control when the game is actually has actually begun.
These ones here, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we have another end. It's gonna be a lot, but
Uh-huh.
so just plug the end that's right next to it into it.
Into input 1.
Yeah, and then we plug the marker, the third marker, into the second port. And we plug that into
The flag?
flag.
Huh.
The other, yeah, I guess this one.
And
No.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on, let me have a think. I'm trying to remember what's going into that little game over condition. I think it's the output from the flag, isn't it? Like the flag we made, like when we redid the whole system.
Yeah, that's the second one here, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, maybe just plug it, like the new end we made. It goes into the flag instead of just the marker. Like, no, the flag with the yeah, this one.
Into on?
Yeah, and disconnect the marker that's going into it. That's a wire that goes from the third marker into the flag.
Gotcha. There we go. Hey, Disco, welcome to the stream.
Hey, let's go. Nice.
Oh, we got a teacher's pet. Oops. Oh dear.
Thank you for the snack. It's very much appreciated.
Shall we give this a go then?
Yeah.
That makes,
I don't know if
that makes sense to me as you were explaining it.
To me too, but we can never be sure.
Okay, there was something funky happened there, so let's try again. But that was a different condition to last time. Okay, so I hid, and we haven't game overed, but let me unhide. Yeah.
Interesting. So I guess the flag is not turning off.
Mmm.
Right.
Right.
Of course. I mean, wait, it is turning off. But I suppose it's not at the same time?
Weird. Do you want me to run it from the programming screen and see if that gives us any information?
Actually, is it still hooked up to the number object in the game? Yep, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess we could have a little check.
Okay, do you want me to hide?
So one. And then it should turn back to 0.
It's not.
Oh, but it is, but for 1 frame and then it turns back.
Right, because it's pulling from the third marker.
Right, we also need a trigger from 0.
Between the marker and the...
Yeah, so the thing is, the flag, the off port has highest priority. So during that frame where the trigger from 0 goes into it, it will turn it off. But then
Mm,
it starts outputting its listening again to the signal.
right.
So I guess I think a trigger from 0 will
So we
fix our
actually don't need to go via this, right? We could probably have gone straight back up into here, but we just need the trigger from 0.
Yeah, I mean, I would still keep the end node on just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah.
To be really. Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Other way around. End node on, trigger from 0 into flag on.
Gotcha.
And I guess we can give it a go and just make sure it works.
Fingers crossed. Okay, so now once he turns around and I reveal. Yeah. Yeah,
And
there
you
we
can
go.
just stay. Oh, nice.
Yep. That
Yeah,
was
it
me
seems to
hopping
work.
out that did that, yeah.
Okay. And if you just stay in plain sight the whole time. I'm pretty sure those will work. No reason.
So
why
it's
it wouldn't.
still the counter and the ready go is still starting immediately, but the actual logic doesn't begin till I press A. But that was a known issue. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Well, that seems to be working. Cool.
Ah, Voxy pulled it out of the bag at the very end with the trigger from 0. I was ready to say that was like that was going to be a next time problem to resolve, but
Also, I think we missed like all the Nodon checks, so I guess we can do.
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah. I don't recall what it was before, so I won't be shocked if it's higher or lower than.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check same time as you, so we can do a big reveal. Let me see. Let me pull up the old one. Well, the
Disco says, "Wait a minute. Why is all the code suddenly extremely legible? That's the amazing power that Voxy's presence has had today."
All right, ready for the Nodon count.
Okay, so you know the original, right?
I know the original.
Which was
354.
354. All right, a very respectable Nodon count. Let's check this out then.
Oh, 367.
All
I
right,
mean, it's
very little. Yeah. So we have increased it from the last one, but we've also got everything working so much smoother. Got an extendable system
for like the new mustard sprite as well.
Yes,
so.
yeah. It's not just the logic; it's been expanded out. In fact, let's just double check. There's no reason why it wouldn't, but let's just double check that it is still working over here. I mean, it would be.
It's so cursed.
It's so cursed. I've got to write that wrong before we wrap up.
Like, it just comes out as red in the game screen.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Oh, it has some jam on the corner.
It's Pi Orb Detritus.
Oh, also, I saw Devlog saying I sent some bunny fan art in channel art. Ooh, let me check that. You can see that. Oh, it's so cute. Yes. Thank you, Devlog. It's adorable. You should give it a look when you can. It's really cute. I love it.
Yeah, Lippybell, I like the idea of having a little bit more of a scared expression, which was kind of my original intention with the big eyes, but maybe if I just draw them a little better this time.
And it's so weird to get fan art from people. Like,
Is it in the... which channel is it in?
It's channel art, I think.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
And thank you very much, Nintendo Vlogs. I really like it. It's really looking adorable. And I really appreciate that you took the time to draw this.
There we go. Less cursed, but still very, very, very placeholder.
It looks like the concept art you posted now. Like the Barbican.
Oh, yeah, it's got the little sideways eyes. Lithy says, redraw mustard as Voxy. I could do, as a little bonus for today, I could do mustard in a Voxy costume. Like homemade made from socks and a headband. Oops. And we'll just do a little. Say that again, sorry.
The Troops is loops.
Hey, welcome back. There we go. But only when they suspect that Polter-Guy's around. They quickly put it on.
And then just swap it out for headphones.
Yeah. Multitasking.
It's like those performers that like change clothes super fast.
Yeah, like the rapid mask changing trick as well. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad with what we managed to get done.
Me too.
It was.
I still can't believe my new code worked the first time.
Yes,
like,
that was.
It never happens usually.
That was extremely cool, gamer. This being resolved in like, you basically like puzzled this out from start to finish, and then without any testing, we ran it and it functioned exactly as it needed to. Disco says, so is the kitchen fully functioning now? Mechanically, yes. Although none of the unique artwork for the hiding spots has been done yet.
Mechanically, yes. Cosmetically, no. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the way to put it. So yeah, it functions, and we've even got the extremely temporary mustard sprites in just so we could check that was working nicely. What else did we do?
That is extremely buggers.
Yes. For real. We have the patented Voxy system over here. Oh yeah, I guess the marker system that is hooked up to that is very different too.
Turns out we didn't need a 2D marker after all, but I mean, maybe, I don't know, I really don't know what we could use it for, like that second layer, I suppose. Oh, maybe when it... Oh, I just had a silly idea, like when it turns around, like it doesn't see anything, so it keeps that puzzle expression, but then if they happen to catch the Polter-Guy, then it changed to a scared expression. And we could use that second axis for that.
So essentially here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a unique one for the game over state.
Yep.
That's very, very nice. Get a little bit of Edvard Munch, the Scream energy up in here.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So, I mean, we won't necessarily do it now, but that would essentially be marker here, bit of artwork, and something to up the Y position. Yeah, nice. Yep. In fact, that would just be the Y going from the
game over. Yep, that would actually be really quick.
Yeah. One sec. I've got to give it a go.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh, you need to make a new marker at the very top.
There we go. And I'll put mustard in here for whatever reason. And then shocked.
It's gonna be very cursed again. Oh no! That just looks like a YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah. I found Polter-Guy at 3 AM, not clickbait.
Gone wrong. Gone bad day.
Oh, what a tune to end on too. I love this song.
Yeah. I don't know if we will have time to do the little puff of smoke.
No. We should definitely wrap up. We've overrun by about 45 minutes, so let's see if this works. This will be a nice little bonus. It did.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh.
Bye.
See ya, Mustard.
Oh right. Just yeah, quick fix. Just make the marker on the top. Just take the whole length of the.
Oh yeah, perfect.
That will just fix it. That's because the timer is still running technically.
Yes,
But that
yeah.
just fix it.
I guess that will be something that we kind of we fix down the line, and we can. That's so nice that we now have a court state for the Polter-Guy, and we also have a like game over state for the guard too. So nice.
This feels good.
Yes, it's so nice to sort of like pull it out the bag at the last second on things like this. It's happened a few
I know
times
this
on
is
these.
like a little delay on the stream. I don't know if it's just on my end or.
Let me have a listen. Oh yeah, there is. There is it's quite a significant delay.
I mean, it shouldn't be. I don't know where's the scream coming from. Oh, it's over there. Oh, there's a timer. That's why.
Wait, no.
Oh no, it's for the perfect.
It's here.
Oh, there's a
There is a
there is a
timer.
timer.
Why?
I just remember, like, yeah, that's weird.
I don't.
Oh, that's not gonna play it.
Oh, sorry.
I guess you can just change the timing of it. It's fine. Yeah, just change it to 0. And leave the other one at 1 second.
Right, because that's duration, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, catch me. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Ah, so many things done. Amazing. Alright, so I will, I think, to celebrate the successes here, I will give this the proper, like, decimal place name and upload this. Oh, what did Mr. O say? Oh no, sorry, Mr. O. I was not looking at chat for a moment. Could you copy the comment that says... can you copy the comment that says thanks, Voxy Buns, and put it over the marker and bullseye? I think it's deserved. Absolutely, Mr. O. How could I be so remiss, actually? Here's the one you're referring to, and thank you for...
my camera ID on it as well. Thank you.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I think that makes the most sense. Look at this. I mean, honestly, I don't know whether we're gonna have like an actual in-game credit system, but I think this is officially like
yeah, that's
joint...
a nice way of crediting people.
Yeah.
I think. Also, Bori, thank you for the cool gamer. We're happy to see everything working out. It's really nice.
Disco says Dom learned and applied the knowledge. Yeah, sure, I did that. Definitely applied some knowledge. No, it was so nice seeing Voxy figured this all out and kind of in real time. Because, I mean, Voxy, you've been a big help both in this development and Mousie's Cheese Maze. And you've always done such a good job of doing it in less than ideal conditions, which is like with the stream delay, via text. I mean, your patented diagrams are always incredible, but it's so nice to have been able to
be able to guide you.
Yeah.
And, I guess next time I'll just need a way to actually point you to where you want to click.
Yeah, we will definitely need to figure out how
we have
best
the
to...
technology.
Yeah, it can be done for sure. I'm just doing this so I don't forget.
That would be so funny, just me just intently pointing at stuff.
Here, go here. When I can't find that one counter again.
Yeah.
Nice. So jank right now. So
awesome.
ROM hack. Okay, so I will give this the... Oh yeah, we still need to fix the camera. Obviously not now, but I'm gonna put that on.
I suppose first maybe someone in chat, like I don't know, Mr. O or Bori or Scrubs, Arch, anyone. I guess they'll be free to have a go now with this new code, and maybe try at their end at any changes that we didn't have time to do.
Yes, definitely. So we now have our 1.8.0 release, or build, not release. And I'm going to share this.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess I can just put my Joy-Cons down now.
Yes. Can relax.
Oh no, the button isn't working.
Oh no, you're trapped forever.
Oh no, I just pushed the wrong one.
There we go. There we go. That's the new code. I will be putting this in the Polter-Guy thread as well. In fact, let me make a note of it now so I don't need to reboot my Switch later. Okay. And I guess it is time to say goodbye. Voxy, this has been such a treat. Thank you so much for doing so much for this. I wasn't anticipating we'd have such a big kind of overhaul, and I'm so glad that we did. And it's not an easy task, so I really appreciate you giving so much time and concentration to getting that resolved. I hope it wasn't too taxing. It was so nice to see your process in that way, and I think everybody else enjoyed seeing it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's really my pleasure. I'm really happy we could finally do this. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you, and it's been great just seeing the progress we've made. Like, I wasn't expecting to have to kind of redo a whole section either, but seeing that it just works, it's really satisfying. And yeah, I'm just really excited about the progress. And yeah, I think this is going really well, really.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's such a satisfying feeling to crack the case on something that's been kind of a thorn in your side for a little while, like the game over bug that we were having and the sprite flicker, both of which have now been resolved.
And you were right about it being a really simple fix. Because like it was just a trigger from zero.
It's always something dumb like that. I mean, it's always the little thing that you kind of I know for sure I do whenever I'm trying to troubleshoot something. I kind of fixate on where I think the problem will be, and often you're looking in the wrong place. And I think sometimes you can kind of just like go back a few steps, and often you'll find it like we did there. And I'm so glad that we managed to get it fixed.
We kind of limited in terms of debugging in GBG anyway. So.
Yeah. But making the most of the tools that we do have, like having the sort of number readouts in game for the earlier problem, something that I should do a lot more than I do normally.
Yeah, that's really super helpful.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So Leafy Bell says, "Hey Dom, you should have Voxy more often." I mean, anytime really.
It would be my treat. I think especially now that we've got this setup working and down, I would love to keep expanding on it, and definitely have you in for more streams, either this or other stuff. It was it's just a treat to have you on. I guess we should wrap up unless you've got any final thoughts or any comments from chat. Voxy?
I can't think of anything.
Oh, I can think of something. Sorry, I just realized. I'm pretty sure every single person here is already subscribed to Voxy's channel, but there is a link in the description, and I'll spam one in chat real quick. If somehow, by some fluke, by some kind of technical mishap, you are not subscribed to Voxy, this is the time to make amends.
I'll say I'm working on some stuff for future streams.
Nice.
So hopefully, they should look even better. It's still a lot of work in progress, but yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I can't wait.
I can't wait to be streaming again soon.
I'm struggling to find your channel. There we go.
Oh, no.
For some reason, I always get like a compact view on my PC here, and it doesn't show the subscriptions on the sideboard bar like it normally does. There we go. Go subscribe if you haven't. Check the channel if you press the on the
Oh
title.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you tagged me in this
yeah, of course. Thank you, Mr. O.
And Chalupa said lol sounded like Dom was about to propose.
What an end to the stream.
Yeah.
RJ says Dom the fiend named Video Dojo is spamming. I mean, we all know that Video Dojo is a menace, so
Yeah, we do.
we'll have to deal with them in chat.
Bad date, a poor little timer wrote on it.
That's true.
Without any second thoughts.
Nice. Voxy, do you want to do the honors and use the traditional Video Dojo farewell to send us out here today?
I mean, I will definitely do it with you.
All right.
If you can keep me in.
Shall we try and time it? I'll do a little countdown. Chat,
Okay.
prime your bye-byes in the chat as well, so we can all synchronize this. All right, you ready, Voxy? On
Ready.
3, 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Uh-oh, I forgot where the off button is.